You are now tuned in to LightSaber Radio. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello there.
Oh,
Hello. We are here. We are back, and welcome to LightSaber Radio, your weekly hive of scum and villainy for anything and everything Star Wars. Thank you for joining us for this episode of LSR. Today we are joined again by the fantastic Drew from Tuscan Radio. Welcome back.
Yes.
Welcome back.
Thank you guys so much for having me back a second time.
You are so welcome. It is a pleasure. As always, to our regular and new viewers and listeners, make sure you smash that subscribe button, hit the notification bell to join our live streams, and if you like the video, drop us a like because it means the whole galaxy. Welcome to this week's episode. We are in love. Everybody say love.
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 Dark side.
Love.
Dark side.
Love.
Love.
I know.
I know.
What?
I'm wearing the shirt. I'm wearing the shirt.
All right. I have the Hoth breaker this week. Are y'all ready?
Ready.
Okay, to the audience, the crew chose the PG-13 version, so we're gonna go a little bit more exciting, I guess. All right, you have Leia, Padme, and Rey. Okay, kiss, marry, kill, and I by kiss, you know what I mean.
Ooh. Ooh.
I already know who I'm killing.
It's not hard.
That was easy.
Oh, I already know.
It's stuck between the marry and kiss thing.
See, I'm a bit stuck here.
And Kyle, before you say anything, killing everyone is not an option. Okay.
Okay.
He's like,
All right. I guess I'll start. Okay. So, Mary. I'll pick Mary first. I'll marry Padme because all I gotta do is make her sad, and then she'll die by herself.
I knew this was gonna happen.
Then kiss. I would have to say. I'd have to say the Queen because she just looks like, throughout the year she's had very, very fun parties, and then I know she knows how to get rid of everybody when it's time for us to have fun because she'll just put on that stupid holiday special and they'll all leave, and then I can get to having fun. And then what do we got? We got married, kiss, and then kill. I'd probably kill Rey because I'd be like, you're a fake Skywalker, and just have to take her out. You're not a real Skywalker. So that's mine.
I'm offended. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, you did the exact opposite of what Charlie's choosing.
No, this is CJ, after you.
Oh, I was saying okay after Kyle. Okay, I guess I'll go. Kiss. I'm gonna really have to give it to Padme.
He's gonna really have to give it to her.
You'll give it to her, all right.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna die by Anakin right after. Mary, I'm gonna have to marry the princess. I'm gonna have to marry the princess because she knows how to run a house. I mean, if she can deal with Han Solo, she can definitely deal with me, and I probably do more than Han Solo does. And at least I like to stick around. Kill, bye Rey. Bye, Ray.
What do you all have against?
Is that just because she's from the sequels? Is that
No.
just 'cause she's from the sequels?
I don't like. My first ever crush was Princess Leia.
No.
My first ever crush was Princess Leia. So that was very hard to be like, do I want to have a little bit of romantic fun time and then get shoved out by Princess Leia, or do I want to marry Leia and have the rest of my life with that? That was very difficult. Rey, I don't have that crush. It's just like Padme was obnoxious. I feel like she'd be a fun night, and that's about it. Because once again, Anakin's gonna come after me. I just gotta have faster hands than Han Solo. I think I could do that. I can't fight somebody with the Force. I can fight somebody.
All you gotta do is shoot first.
Yeah,
that's all you gotta do is shoot first. You win.
I gotta shoot better than Greedo. I just gotta shoot better than Greedo. If I can get the drop on him, no talking. I'm just going to walk up there, put the gun on the table, boom, bye, Solo. That's it.
Well, let me go back a little bit because I had to pick Padme because, if anything doesn't work out, I don't want to pay alimony. So, I just got to make her sad. She'll die. I don't have to pay nothing.
I want to pull up some of these comments. Chris out here saying marry Padme, kiss Rey. She seems freaky, damn straight. Kill Leia. Fair.
No.
But kill
Dylan-
Leia.
Kill Leia.
Dylan, I know.
I just killed Padme.
Dylan says he's going to kiss Rey and she's in need of a rebound and he can fix her. Dylan, you cannot fix people with sex. I'm going to be straight up there. You cannot fix people with sex. Like, it doesn't.
You clearly haven't had good sex.
No.
I'm just playing. That was a joke. Don't come at me. That was a joke.
Nick out here saying marry Rey. She was the first crush I had after I got divorced. I imprinted on her like a baby duck. That is freaking cute. Stop it, you. Stop it.
Well, especially because the person that you're with looks just like her.
Yeah.
Like, when Tori asked me what Charlie looked like, and I was like, she looks like Rey. And she's like, no, she don't. And I showed her a photo of you, and she's like, holy shit, what? I started laughing. I'm like, I told you she did.
I am in
Wasn't
fact
lying.
Daisy Ridley's secret twin. Don't tell anybody. I would see. Here's the thing: if I marry or sleep with Rey, is that walking the line of narcissism? Am I crossing a line?
Yes, that's a weird.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
No.
It's practically you're literally just.
I would
in
have
bed
sex
with
with
you.
myself.
I mean,
Me too. I would
if
too.
I'm being honest, I would. I 100% would. But at the same time,
Jeez.
oh my god, this is so hard. I would. Okay, no. I would sleep with Padme. I would sleep with Padme because she's beautiful. She's absolutely beautiful. Just to experience that'd be incredible. Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. I would sleep with
So much
Padme. I would
romantic.
marry Rey because we'd get on. We're the same. It's fine. Even if it was just like a platonic marriage where you just have lots of pets and don't actually sleep together, that whole thing, that'd be great. And I would kill Leia. I'm so sorry.
Something
Please,
wrong with y'all.
in the name of Carrie Fisher, I love you. I'm so sorry.
No.
She's probably standing right next to God, looking like, "Can I smite her for you? Can I do it? Can I do it? No."
Drew, give us
Yeah.
give us the rundown.
Oh,
Give us
let's
the
get it.
lowdown.
All right. Well, I think it's a given that you do the first two with all three of them. But if you had to pick,
Fair.
if you had, because you have to pick, kill Leia.
See, I'm onto something here.
Yeah.
Slightly.
Leia is too high maintenance.
Probably marry Padme because you guys, it's you guys point out Leia was your first crush. For me, prequel generation. That's Padme for me.
Yeah.
Probably kiss Rey. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because it's left.
Fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
God, a
I think-
wild mix of opinions. I
Yeah,
love it.
I think for me, it would kiss Rey because Rey's just so attractive. Let's be honest, the Rey, she is drop dead gorgeous. As much as I want to change her last name because it's not Skywalker,
That's
Well,
fair.
then
Well, if
should've
you marry
married
her, you
then.
can't.
Marry her
Because
then.
married her,
No,
then she
no.
got to take your last name.
I gotta
Yeah,
marry
the
Padme.
Skywalker's
I gotta
the
marry
blonde guy.
Padme, dude. I gotta marry Padme. Padme's just that much better. I grew up with her. She's great. And then I gotta kill Leia. Unfortunately, I justify it where you can't kill someone who's already dead, so it's okay.
Yeah, that's fair. I like that.
Wow.
I'm keeping that one. Garrison, that was a wonderful Hothbreaker. That was
Was it?
That
I'm
was
so glad.
difficult. No, that was difficult. That was good.
oh my goodness.
Ouch.
Oof.
I
That
thought
was
it
hard.
applied a little bit to Valentine's Day.
It does. 100%.
It does. That and it sounds like a guy's night out at a bar, but
Yeah,
I mean,
yep.
I love
it's
that
got a
though.
good mixture of the both.
Thanks for including me, guys. I appreciate it.
I'm just hi. I know I'm not. I'm a part of the group. Thanks
I like to be included.
for the invite.
Oh, Nick says he's going to do a Kyle. Marry Padme, take over the monarchy and the Senate, go dark side and become supreme leader. Just
Yo,
straight in
that's
there.
awesome.
And then he can marry all three of them.
Do a Kiadi Mundi and marry all of them. If that's allowed
Well, if
for
you're
his
supreme
country.
leader, nobody's stopping you.
Yeah, you can have as many wives as you want if you rule
That's
everything,
true.
you know.
And
So
if you rule everything, you can have a wife on each planet. Like,
So
think about it.
let's just go on with the conversation. And so okay, I'm just saying. If we can marry all three of them, I got some pretty freaky fetishes that I can start bringing up right quick.
I want the metal bikini. I want the sundress from the pool. No.
Are we recreating the whole like Ross Rachel Leia bikini?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
All right, so
Chris,
Let's gently move away from horny
That was
chat.
awesome, Garrison.
and
I love that.
sorry, my bad.
this is Valentine's Day show. It's all horny chat. That's the whole point of Valentine's Day.
Okay, fine. If you want to keep this going, shall we have a few rounds of Smash or Pass? Because I've got a whole list up for you guys.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'm
okay.
excited.
Okay, these are. I'm going to give you a couple from a female list and then a couple from the guys. You have
Dun,
to.
dun, 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 dun. Smash or pass Star Wars
Yes.
edition.
Okay. For the guy section, am I trying to view this objectively, or is this like for real?
If you, when I ask you the guys, if you were a woman,
Okay.
Okay.
So
phrase
it's
it that way.
objectively.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
objectively. There we go.
Sure.
Captain
do that.
Phasma, Smash or Pass?
Pass.
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 Smash.
Pass.
Smash. Helmet on or off?
Both.
Ah.
Start with helmet on. Take
Oh,
it off.
helmet
as
on,
it goes.
Helmet's on. If helmet's on, I can do it. Yeah.
Oh my god, this
It looks
is
like if I
brilliant.
didn't do something right,
Wow.
she'd beat me up. No,
Yeah,
thank
dude,
you.
I'm
beat you up.
scared, bro.
Yeah, right?
See her in Game of Thrones? I'm like, nope,
Garrison,
nope.
you buff her down, and she still scares you. She's a giant.
Oh my goodness. Vice Admiral Holdo, Smash or Pass?
Smash.
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 Wow.
Sure, smash. I guess I'll just go with the crowd.
What about you, Drew?
Oh, I said
yeah,
smash.
smash.
For
Straight up
Leia.
smash. Hit that smash button. Cara Dune, Smash or Pass?
Smash.
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 I'm putting
Yes.
my 10 pence here.
Wait,
Smash.
is it Cara Dune or Gina Carano? It's Cara Dune.
Cara
right?
Dune, Gina
Okay,
Carano,
yeah, then
get
smash.
out. Cara Dune,
Smash.
smash.
Yes.
Oh, Cardoon,
Cara
hands
Dune.
down. Smash.
Yeah, smash.
And I can have her beat people up for me when I want. Like, go beat them up.
Babe, he hurt me. He took Grogu.
Maz Kanata, Smash or Pass?
Maz? Nah,
Yeah.
Pass.
Pass.
Smash.
Pass. She likes
Pass.
that look you love.
Smash.
Biggest pass.
Oh, you got to smash. She's
Oh.
like 900 years old. She's a super freak. She knows everything that
No.
could possibly make
Dude,
you
I don't
orgasm.
care.
What kills me
That
about
there
this
is.
is that she looks at Chewie. and she looks at Han
I don't
Solo,
care how
where's the
good it will
look?
feel if I'm going blind afterwards.
Turn the lights off. You don't even have to look at her.
What kills me though is like she looks at Han Solo. Where is that Wookiee? I'm very fond of him. I don't want that.
I don't know.
I
No,
don't
that's-
need
I would
that.
just feel like the entire time she's got those, she's got those glasses. Those
She's
things look
big.
like magnifying glasses. It would make
Yeah.
me feel like my thing is so small. She needs a magnifying glass, and I'll
sitting
just
there
be
trying to
self-conscious
adjust
the
it.
whole time. I'm like, I'm not even that small. What is it?
You get all self-conscious. They get all fogged up, and she's got to remove them.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, jeez. Any more?
This one's
Wow.
going to be easy. I can predict the answer to this one. Shaq T, Smash or Pass?
Smash.
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 Legal Ahsoka.
Yes.
It's illegal. So good.
Legal Ahsoka.
So- yes.
Jin Urso, Smash or Pass?
Oh, smash.
Smash.
Pass.
Smash.
Smash.
And then she
Pass.
dies at the end of the movie. That's fine
Pass.
with me.
I mean, she's
Pass.
not like as great as Ray, but I'd still do it.
Jin
Yeah.
Urso is the definition of a pillow princess, and I will hear no argument otherwise. Straight up, she just lays there. She nothing.
What? She was part of a rebellion.
I just don't like the character. I'm just using it as an excuse to
Oh,
on that
that's
character
fair.
specifically.
That's
Uh,
fair.
Ray, Smash or Pass?
Smash.
Smash.
Smash. And then I'd marry her
smash.
so she can get that damn Skywalker stuff out of her mouth.
Did you just say bury her?
No, marry.
Marry
Oh.
her. No, you
Jesus.
bury her. Then on her
I'm not a
tombstone,
necrophiliac,
Skywalker engraved
damn
in
you.
stone forever.
Oh my god.
That went dark.
I don't know if there we go. A side Ventress, smash or pass?
Smash.
Or pass? Smash.
Are we
Pass.
talking
Really?
before
Pass.
Dark Side or after?
Pass.
Because she
Pass.
was smoking before, and she is
Someone's-
moderate.
Someone's gonna have to take over. Give me 2 seconds.
Pass. I'm passing on massage. Okay.
All right. Who would be a good one?
Hera.
Ahsoka.
No. Hera.
Ahsoka? Adult Ahsoka? Yeah, smash.
Oh.
Adult
Yeah, oh, God,
Ahsoka.
yeah.
Hey.
Definitely smash.
What? What did I miss?
We said Ahsoka.
They're on their way.
I got one.
They're on their way.
The Jedi librarian chick.
The Jedi librarian.
Smash, and then hopefully that she says, please choke me, and then just don't stop.
Break her hip, bro.
Personally, I would pass.
Pass.
I'm
'cause I don't
passing.
wanna
Pass.
end it.
Pass.
I'm smashing
passing.
everybody
Yeah.
in Star Wars. If you name it, I'm smashing it.
Admiral
Can we do
Akbar.
it?
Bull
Smash.
No. Hold on.
Smash.
I still got this librarian chick. I'll smash. And while we're doing it, she goes, "You're not hitting the right spot." And I'll be like, "If it's not there, it doesn't exist."
Oh, no.
No, when she says you're not doing it right, that sounds like the absolute.
That's like absolute.
I will
I'm
stop.
sorry.
I will stop this eventually, but this is too funny. Admiral Akbar, smash or pass?
Pass.
Pass.
I think that's a trap.
Pass.
I think it's
It's
a
a trap. Yes, it's a trap. Oh gosh. Oh, I just looked up his face again. And,
Mace Windu, smash or pass? Smash.
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 Smash. Smash a motherfucker.
Smash.
One-handed or with both hands?
I don't
That makes a
Thank you.
difference. He'll be lopsided. You know, you can't do it lopsided. It won't work. It'll mess me up.
Take a seat, young Charlie.
My preference is ability inclusive, so pop off. Let's go. Greedo, smash or pass?
Greedo?
If you were Pelimoto, smash.
If I was Pelimoto, I'm doing my checklist. I gotta keep going. I have to
Greedo,
smash.
Greedo,
it wouldn't be
smash.
that bad because, you know, he can't hit anything. So,
Hey, you know, hey, either way,
Mess.
you know he's the one coming first.
Greedo was
Yeah.
So you're gonna leave unsatisfied.
Oh, 100%.
I don't think Pelly cares though. That's another one off of her list.
I don't know how this is possible, but I need to ask.
Greedussy. Dylan, that's
Greedussy.
Greedussy got me acting.
Dylan, get out. If you say that again, I'm blocking you. You're on timeout.
Wait, I got one.
Go.
Borgullet.
Who?
Who?
Borgullet.
Oh, no, pass. No,
Oh, smash, screw it. You only
Hold
live
on,
once.
hold on. I think we're,
Okay, then
we're
Kyle,
being a little
Marine
hasty.
Corps.
We're being a little
Smash, you only
hasty
live once.
passing this, guys. Guys, if just by touching someone, she left them brain dead, imagine what it would do to you to smash.
It'd be the best
Like-
smash ever because it would be the
It
last
would,
one.
yeah. You'd
Well, how do
never
those
be able to
tentacles
smash
work out?
again. Think about that.
Dylan, joke's on you. I'm into that.
Again, I do not know how this would be possible unless you count that one trading card from like the 80s. C3PO. Smash or pass?
Nah, that would hurt.
No.
I'd have to say pass
Wait,
on that. That
what
would hurt.
trading card?
I don't have to
What
pass
trading
that.
card?
Actually,
Do you not know about the
Do you
trading
not know
card?
that?
I don't know
Oh,
what
no.
trading card was.
Oh,
So trading cards were released for the characters from the original films, and one of the C3PO ones looks interesting. He's like it's full body, and there's a particular
Oh.
Oh,
part that
really?
looks
His
very.
member is hanging.
It's not hanging, Kyle. It's standing to
It's
attention.
standing at attention.
It is.
that's a
You
hell of
look
a
up-
trading card.
He
If you look up
speaks.
C3PO rude trading card, you'll see.
Hold
To
on. He
quote
speaks
Dylan,
over like 3
Ah,
million
Chris.
languages. He's got to speak the language. of
Smash,
love.
Chris. Chris
Chris,
says Supreme
yes.
Ring.
Oh yeah.
yes.
Smash.
I wasn't sure if she was old enough, so
Oh!
I
Yeah,
Oh, why did I look that up, guys? What the fuck?
Oh,
What the? I thought you were joking.
No,
I
it's
didn't
a
think it was
serious thing.
serious. God damn.
Goldenrod.
Yeah, the explanation
Oh.
for it is part of the suit popped out of place just as they took the photograph.
No, it didn't.
No,
No,
And
it
then they
did
just
not.
left it in there. They didn't
Hey,
take it
the
out.
snitch. I got it. The snitch from Harry Potter is one of his balls, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Golden balls and golden rod, brilliant. Qui-Gon Jinn, smash or pass? Smash.
Smash.
Smash,
Smash.
smash, smash,
Liam
smash.
Neeson, you have to.
Smash.
Liam Neeson, you have
He
to.
looks like my boyfriend, so smash.
Oh, that was just a messed up
find
thought process
Oh,
that you
wow.
just sent us through. Why'd you have to say that?
Why?
Now every time
Now
we
we
hear
have to
about
pass.
Nick, we're gonna be
Why
like,
are
"Oh, we all said we would
ratings-
smash
I'm
Nick. That's
sorry.
messed up."
I'm sorry,
Why are
you
ratings
women
quite
sat here
high?
saying that you'd shag Ray. So what am I supposed to make of that?
That's different.
Oh, is it? Is
I have a
it?
very particular set of skills. I will find you, and I will fuck you.
Anakin Skywalker, smash or pass?
Choke me, daddy!
Yeah.
Smash!
Which
Yeah.
era? Which era?
Wait, do I get the hand or the robotic hand? Because like
Robot-
every time I pull this up with Padme and him in bed, I'm really scared to mistake him for 3PO, especially after that golden rod comment. I'm terrified of this.
Which era of Anakin? Like which movie? Or are we taking like Revenge of the Sith?
Yes.
I mean, he
I
got that
did,
force
yeah.
choke
Anakin
pretty
in
down.
his
man.
prime.
Yes. Yes.
Are we talking about Anakin that might be Anakin as Vader? Because I don't think that would be possible.
Let's-
Does he even have a member, or
I think that's two different
or is it all,
Darth
suit
Vader's-
controlled at this
That's a
point?
whole different
He
beast.
just presses
I
a
think
button on his
Does he
chest,
still
man.
have? Does he still have the proper utensils, or are they burnt off?
Like I said, all you hear, he presses a button, you hear. Zzz. Oh, I didn't focus on doing.
Sorry.
Pass.
What did I miss?
I was talking about that Vader presses a button to get, in the mood, and you hear. Zzz. Do that very well.
He might get out of breath and pass out or something. Maybe the suit might not be able to keep up with her breathing that fast.
Dead.
I killed the Dark Lord of the Sith. Oh, jeez.
Oh God.
Oh my
This
goodness.
is an episode for the ages.
This is an episode. And the last one I'm going to ask you guys, I know the answer to this one. Jabba the Hutt, smash or pass?
Smash.
Pass.
Smash?
What?
Smash. Yes.
No.
Smash.
I
He's like a
know.
giant ass. He just a giant slug. Like you just poke
He
it
looks like a
anywhere. It's just
cuddler
great.
afterwards,
You know
too,
what I'm saying? He
though.
got all kind of rolls. You can put it in all kind of places.
Think about
What
it.
about
He
great.
also looks like a
Kyle, you
cuddler
were
after
free.
the fact.
Pass.
You got to hit it from the back.
Pass.
You got to bend him over. Put it in a roll.
Like I said, though, he
Hey,
also
is
looks
it-
like a cuddler. You know
is
how
it-
he pulls Leia in? He looks like he wants cuddles afterwards. He looks like a good lover.
Is it weird that like I would smash Django but pass on Boba?
You would?
Yes.
Yeah, I think
No.
even though they're the
I
same.
don't think it's weird. I don't.
I don't know. Boba's a lot softer than Django was. So you know,
yeah,
Yeah.
after
Probably
the
literally, too.
series, he's soft. He has a sensitive side. I
he's
think I can
soft.
deal with that.
He's soft.
Obi-Wan.
Oh,
Obi-Wan.
Smash.
Smash.
Yeah.
100%.
Smash.
All day. Smash.
I would. Kid Fisto.
Oh,
Pass.
Oh, we do
Kid
Well-
Fisto was like my favorite Jedi for the longest time, so Smash.
That makes
He's my
sense.
favorite for like a long time.
Kanan.
Pass.
Smash.
blind Kanan or seeing Kanan?
For you, I'm gonna go blind.
Yeah,
Everybody else
I'll
gonna have
smash.
seen Kanan.
Smash. If he can see me, I don't. That's kind of creepy. I don't want you to be looking me in
That's
my
why
eyes.
Wrecker.
Look, that just looking like
No,
it would
'cause
hurt.
He's gonna wreck that ass.
He's
He
gonna wreck
will
it.
wreck that ass.
Not Wrecker.
I think I'd have to pass on record.
Chewbacca.
Chewbacca?
No.
Pass. Pass.
It depends on the situation. Now, if we were like stranded on some island and I needed
How many
to stay
beers?
warm, I
How
might
many
have to do
drinks?
like Like what's that one movie where the two
Without a paddle.
cowboys?
Without a paddle. Without a
I might
paddle.
need him. I might need him to keep me warm. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, pass. It have to be
How
a
many
special.
drinks
I'm
would it
getting the
take?
most loving character of all, Lando Calrissian.
Which
Lando?
actor?
Billy
which
D?
actor in which era?
We're doing Billy D. We ain't talking about Donald Glover. We're talking about Billy D. Williams.
Billy D.
Come here,
yeah,
old pirate.
yeah.
Smash.
Smash. You gotta smash Billy D.
swag.
All right.
He drips
I
swag,
do
dude.
both. I do both.
You know,
I do
pirate.
Donald Glover also.
Just to confirm, we are all married to women. Not
Yes, I have a lovely girlfriend and 2 small children. I am happily
Hey,
together. Yeah,
there's
he's
a
got a
ring.
ring on. He's
She's
got a
not
ring on.
listening to this.
She gonna be like, "Ooh, baby, I knew what you was into. You want to bring another man in the room with us?"
You just hear somebody come in. You got Chewie? You focused more on him than me. How dare you?
Rob said, "That's why I don't press the red button."
Okay, back to the female side. Bo-Katan.
Smash.
Yes.
Smash.
Smash. Sabine. Or not Sabine. We already did Sabine. Satine. My bad. Satine.
Smash.
No.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to have to worry
Kenobi's
about
mine.
She's
Obi-Wan.
probably the
Kenobi's
finest
mine.
cartoon character in all of them. She's beautiful in the
Oh,
cartoon.
she's gorgeous.
Yeah,
Kenobi's mine. No.
but I have too much respect for Obi-Wan for some reason. I just want them to be together. So
You would smash Obi-Wan, but you wouldn't smash the
Yeah,
his
you don't have
girlfriend. What kind of
respect
weird
for
stuff is
Obi-Wan
that?
gets what he wants. Okay.
Okay, now this is kind of going a little bit far now. I think
Now we're
we get to
thinking in a
another
literal
subject.
sense. I'm trying to think of somebody.
A-list Sakura in the chat. Right, A-list Sakura.
Oh, Smash.
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 Yes.
I'm smashing all Jedi women. I don't think is she a Jedi?
Oh,
Yes,
Yaddle.
Ayla's a. She's
Yaddle.
the.
yeah.
I can't
Dude,
think of
she's
Yeah.
fit.
Yeah, I'm smashing all Jedi women. I don't care what they look like.
Well, what about Yaddle?
Yep.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Yaddle. Introducing Grogu.
A human Yoda species hybrid mutant child.
He's green, got the ears, but he's your height. Jeez.
Rural Farm Boy showed up and just mentioned Baru.
Are we talking Young
Baru?
Baru? Because Young Baru is really
Oh yeah,
hot.
Young Brew's
I
actually
don't
not bad.
I don't care. All women are freaky. They got a lot of
Oh,
experience.
this show is going so sideways. This is awesome.
Cobb Vamp.
Oh, Smash.
Yeah.
Smash, dude. Are you
Smash.
kidding? Oh,
You
100%
Vamp.
smash.
I
Tusken
don't know. I think he'd be a
Raiders.
little quick on the draw.
Not even a question.
He'd be a little bit quick on the draw. I think, you know.
Dylan. Ooh,
I'm
Java
so
Sandwich.
sorry.
Jabba's
you
dancer.
did.
Oh yeah, definitely smash.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Cooler.
Oh,
Smash her in real
Yeah.
life. She's fine.
She is
What about
gorgeous.
General Grievous?
Bachelor
General
Shine.
Grievous?
Oh, I don't know about that. She fine.
Smash.
I would probably smash her, but
What?
being that powerful of a Jedi, she might just get. If you never made her mad, she'll probably kill you.
I am also.
I want to know why. I want to know why Charlie's doing Grievous.
Just for the experience, man.
He's more hands.
Why
Grievous.
not?
Grievous
Yeah,
is more
hands
hands.
though.
I don't.
Okay,
Yeah, man's
okay.
got 4 sets of hands.
Okay, R2D2.
Smash.
Smash. I'm
Cuddle.
gonna say it. Cuddle.
I like it.
You can cuddle BB-8 there, Ray.
Oh my god.
All right, I think we should move on from
I
this
think we
topic
should definitely
Should we? Did anybody bring up Wookiees? Did anybody bring up
Yes.
Black
Yes,
Yeah.
we said Chewbacca.
Unfortunately.
Smash. Smash, 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 all of
Black
them.
Chrysanthemum, you'd rather be
Smash,
manhandled by Black Chrysanthemum.
Yes.
Oh,
He gets done with you and just rips your arms off and hucks you across the room.
Go ahead, Drew.
What about like both of those like of the hot Twi'leks and like Garsa Whips? Like strip club?
Yes.
Yeah, both of them.
Yes.
100%.
100% both. Yes.
Yeah.
What's his name? What?
Also, Gaza Thwip herself, obviously.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh gosh. Oh
What about
man.
What about
All three of them.
that weird looking creature that was fixing what's his name? That was fixing the Millennium Falcon and returning
I can't remember his name.
Ugnaughts?
no Ugnaught. I'll do
the
an
slug
Ugnaught.
looking thing.
Yeah, the slug looking thing that's fixing
you're
or whatever it is.
He's best friends with Poe Dameron.
No.
You know him and Poe have some fun times together.
Oh, I know what you're talking about, dude.
Damn
The,
straight.
Finn. We forgot about Finn.
Smash. Smash.
Pass.
Yes.
Oh my God, Smash.
And Poe also.
Yeah. And
Poe.
Poe.
Smash.
Oh, Poe.
Forgot Kylo
Hands
Ren.
down.
I smashed
We'd
Poe.
get done and he could teach me how to fly. Hell yeah.
I smashed Poe,
Ben Solo.
but not Finn.
Yes, Smash.
Ben Solo.
No, oh,
I don't
no,
know, man,
no.
because like he
Yeah.
dies after
He
you
got
kiss
that
him. I don't know if I
Gonzo
want Ben.
freaking nose,
Ah.
man. I can't do that. That dude is.
Oh,
I don't know if I could do it because if he kisses
That
him,
dude
he
can-
dies.
If I was a
It's just
girl,
that.
and so we're going off the option, if we were girls and we were picking men, if you were a girl, that dude could eat you and tickle your butthole at the same time with his nose. It's so crooked and long.
Oh God.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Oh my God.
Any of the
Okay.
mods.
Look at you.
The mods.
We went
Where it's
off.
at.
Oh, we went sideways very fast.
We did go sideways, apparently.
This is not a
step away.
family-friendly episode.
I step away for 2 seconds to
We
carry.
don't ever do a
down the flight of stairs.
family-friendly
No.
episode. What are we
This
talking? That's
is-
why we're the
this is-
outrageous Star Wars show.
What
We
about
don't-
the mods from Book of Boba Fett?
Oh no, no.
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 Yes.
No.
No,
The mods
Yeah.
of
like
You
looking
know
at them, it would just remind me of some old people on some scooters, like real old people that can't even walk or move. I
We
can't do
forgot
it.
about Din, the Mandalorian himself.
Din.
Din.
Yes.
Yes. Smash, 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 smash.
We pulled up Cara Dune, but we
Pass.
didn't pull up the man himself, Din Djarin.
Pass.
Man, what are you guys talking about? We forgot Phoenix Shan.
Oh,
Nah.
smash!
Pass.
Oh,
Smash.
What'd you say? Pass, Garrison?
Yeah, dude.
why?
Are you
I
telling
don't
me
know,
an
I just-
older
Why?
lady is not for your tastes?
She don't even look older.
She don't even look old. She looks like she's barely
No,
breaking 40.
she's fine.
She's in her like late 50s.
Okay.
She looks
Now-
like a friend of mine at ASU, and it would just make things weird. So, yeah,
You can't look at your friend.
avoid
Yo,
that.
dude, I just
I
smashed-
can't let
just
my
smashed
mind
some-
go to those places.
I just smashed some gal that looks like you. I can't look at you right now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I got one for you, and I know everybody else, but Drew, I don't know if you've listened to the books or anything.
Yep.
But
Oh,
CJ, you know who I'm gonna ask?
yes, I do. Get it.
Who?
I was
Say
thinking
it.
Bane.
Huh?
I was gonna say Bane.
Oh,
or
fuck
Bane?
no.
Apprentice.
What the
Pass.
hell? Where did you get
Nothing.
Bane
God.
from?
Not.
Well,
not,
hold
not
on. Let me
Bane.
finish. I have a list of people I was about to name, but what? I'm gonna mute myself, and you can go at it now. That
I was
hurt.
gonna say Lorna D.
Yeah, that was a part of the list of 5. Thank you. I was
Lorna
thinking
D
Bane's
is like my
Apprentice.
new wife. I want to marry her.
I was
After
thinking
listening
Bane's
to the book,
Apprentice.
I want to. The Tempest Runner. I want to marry her. I think she's super
Man.
dope.
Hey, let's see. I have not read the new one yet.
You haven't read? Oh, you got to read. It's good.
And it's amazing. It's
Star Wars.
amazing. I
God,
listened to it
she's
at
like-
work for the third
she's
It's
time.
the Tempest
Uh,
Runner.
She's like a Twi'lek.
Well, any
she-
Twi'leks.
Yeah, she's a Twi'lek girl,
Any
but she got her
Twi'lek
teeth
is a yes.
sawed. But she's like,
Ew.
she used to be a
What?
princess. She was like a princess, and
Hold
then
on,
she
dude,
turned
what the-
into one of the Nihil.
Right.
Super
Her
dope.
teeth are fucking sawed, bro. Hell no. No.
Oh,
Garrison's
yeah,
all
no,
over
no.
here. Thrawn. Dylan said Thrawn.
Thrawn, yes.
Thrawn?
No,
Yeah.
because he'd
You're
spend
not gonna
30
turn your
minutes
sausage
strategically
into
planning on how
ground
we're gonna
beef,
do it.
bro.
Thrawn is a
Fuck.
tactical genius. Yes.
No, because he'd spend 30 minutes trying to tactically figure out how he's gonna smash.
That
Like,
sounds
oh,
awesome.
He'd be talking about, you look like a work of
That sounds
art.
so wizard.
CJ,
What the hell does this got to
CJ,
do with anything?
don't
We're gonna
pretend
smash
the
or not?
entire- Yeah. Don't pretend that when you go on a date, like a 3-hour date with the girl, the entire 3 hours, you're considering how am I gonna smash. Like, it's just what guys
you
do.
don't get to call me out, Garrison. That's different. Oh,
Tarzana,
Kira.
definitely, Nick.
Kira.
Darth Anna, yeah,
Yes,
straight up.
Yes.
I would smash
Uh,
Kira.
Cad Bane?
Smash.
Pass.
Yeah, pass on
Cad
Cad Bane. He
Bane.
don't even have a
Wait, yeah.
nah.
On
Cad
the
Bane,
voice
I'd have to say
alone.
pass on
again,
Cad Bane.
his
Alone,
teeth
yes.
are a little too sharp, and like Kyle said earlier, quick on the draw.
I'm sorry, Kira. Emilia Clarke's Kira is a hands down yes, no hesitation.
Yeah.
I'm running. I'm
Yeah.
I'm sprinting
You're-
to wherever she wants me. I don't care.
You are
Like, yes.
dragging your balls over hot coals to get to there. That is what you
Yep.
would go through.
Yep. Mhm.
Okay, so
Don't call me
since
out,
we're
I would
ta-
do Kenobi.
Don't call
I
me
would
out,
do that
Nick.
for Kenobi.
Kenobi, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, my first Star Wars crush, my first was that
Old Kenobi.
short hair, ratty little rat
Old
tail. I was in
Kenobi.
love.
old Kenobi, like the Kenobi from the
Old
original
Kenobi.
trilogy.
Yes.
Sir
Snap.
Alec
Any
Guinness.
Kenobi.
Any
Force
Kenobi.
Ghost even. I do the Force Ghost Kenobi.
Ooh,
Same.
Force Ghost.
See, I think Drew and I are absolutely on the same level. I really enjoy this.
Jesus. Can we move on?
Okay, so
Yeah, I think we're.
Nick, enough.
swing
No.
with Yoda. Yeah.
Once again,
Ah,
Grogu
no
is made.
wonder Jedi forbid attachments because this is disgusting. I'm just kidding.
Let's see.
Okay.
Okay, now we're gonna transition. Now we're gonna talk about more of the love side of Star
Yeah.
Wars a little bit. We're gonna talk about who do y'all think, and I want the chat to blow up on this and tell us who do y'all think was the best relationship in Star Wars, hands down. Who had the best relationship that we know of in Star Wars?
Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru.
Straight up.
Yeah.
It was hot.
It was
Hot
hot.
relationship.
I'm sorry.
And they're the only ones who actually like stayed together.
No one died.
I think out of all the love that I've seen,
They're-
I'd have to give it to Obi-Wan and Satine. I think that's a love that should have happened, that you could see flourish. I think it would have been beautiful.
hmm
It wouldn't have been as dark as Anakin and Padme.
Had you said the word, I would have left the Jedi Order.
Or when
Absolutely.
she's dying, I have loved you always.
Too much. Far too much. Far too much. Why
Why did everybody that loves each
Everybody got
other in
so
Star
quiet.
Wars gets killed? Like why?
Because no one can be happy in Star Wars.
Because it makes a
no
good
one can
story.
be happy.
Except for
But, yeah,
Jedi,
I
it's
have to
completely
say,
messed up the story.
I have to give it to Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru. They left it.
they wouldn't.
It was hot to the very end. To the very end, it was on fire.
You gotta think though.
Straight up.
You gotta think one was burnt and the other one ran after the other one to hold that mess they win.
That's not.
I don't know.
That's
I
not where the
don't. I don't.
baby
No,
bodies was
they came
lying.
out screaming bloody murder and
Right.
burning.
And he's a moisture farmer. Like she was wet too.
This is supposed to be all sweet and romantic, and then Garrison's over here.
I'm really glad that I've got so much blusher on because I can just hide all of my blushing. This is wonderful. For me, I think I know because like Padme dies and their relationship doesn't work, but for me, like the soppy, just starting to learn about love and relationships when I watch the prequels. Padme looking at Anakin and saying, "Hold me like you did by the lake on Naboo so long ago when there was nothing but our love. I truly, deeply love you. Before you die, I want you to know." These unabashed, unashamed, huge confessions of love that are so sweeping and so dramatic, and you're just moved by every second, and all you want is for them to be happy, and all you want is for it to work out. But you know, it's like the Hitchcock trick of they don't know, we do. And it devastates me every time. It's
They had a
so
relationship like that
beautiful.
in high school.
It's also really hot and steamy, and I love that. Like the whole when he touches her back and like by the fireplace, and it's just
That was creepy.
No, that was straight.
Definitely.
Finally, I have you to myself.
it
Kind
was.
of- that
Ooh, sorry,
was
Drew.
really-
Sorry.
There was some dark
You're
stuff.
saying that should be forbidden. It's going to be super controversial. George Lucas and writing. In
Yeah.
terms of dialogue.
Yeah.
You know,
They made great movies.
Anakin and Sam.
Anakin and Sand, best relationship. I found a really interesting George Lucas quote when he talks about attachments, Jedi, and love, and he says, "A Jedi is never lonely. They live on compassion. They live on helping people, and people love them. They can love people back, but when that person dies, they let go. Those that cannot let go become miserable, and that's the lonely place."
Dylan, Anakin was trying to
Oh,
see
that
those
was-
in the
that's-
movies.
that's-
I think that George is speaking from experience.
that's
Oh,
pretty deep.
obviously.
Oh, hands
Yeah.
down.
But see, That's the reason I love so much in Star Wars, because it made the Sith's job so much easier. Like Palpatine didn't have to work hard. All he said, I got to stick these two young people together, and that's all I got to do, and he'll take care of the rest, because he's going to turn to the dark side, and then after he turns to the dark side, he's going to kill all the Jedi for me, and then everything's going to work out. I don't have to plan nothing really hard. This is real easy. All I got to do is make.
And this is where I'll disagree. I think it was the Jedi Order's fault. When you make love to be bad, the only way that you can love is by turning bad. When you make love and teach it in a way like love is a good thing, just don't get carried away and be an idiot with it, then people are free to love. So it's the Jedi Order's own fault for completely outlawing love, basically.
They didn't outlaw love.
They didn't, because Kid Adi-Mundi was a prime example of that.
Yeah.
It was attachment that they outlawed. Like basically, a Jedi is like the Force is love. Like if you really look at it, the Force is like love of everything, love of life, love of just everything. But attachment, love that causes you to become attached to a person, to love somebody so much that you could become jealous, or that you can be any of those things. Them are all things that lead to the dark side. Yeah. So it wasn't that they were like, you can't love. It was that you can love somebody, but you can't get in a marriage with them. You can't get attached to them, because that will cause you to have these other things that'll lead you to the dark side. So it wasn't that love was actually forbidden from them. They were encouraged to love, like Anakin says. He just uses it in the wrong context. They're supposed to love the universe. They're supposed to love the Force. They're supposed to love everybody and look out for everybody and love everybody, not just one person. They're not supposed to have that. They're not supposed to have like that in love, that dying love for somebody. Yeah. They're not supposed to do that, because they should never get that close to anybody. They're a servant of the Force. They're not a servant of emotion.
It should always be a love that you can let go of. If that person leaves, or if that person dies, or once that attachment is broken, it's the ability to put it down and carry on being what the Force requires, rather than what Anakin did, which is hold on so desperately and so aggressively, and he couldn't bear to not have her. He couldn't bear for her to not be in his life, and that's what tipped him over the edge.
The prime example.
But I think the fact. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, CJ.
The prime example of what Kyle's coming from, with being able to love the universe and love somebody, but be able to let it go when they do go, is Obi-Wan and Satine. That is the most prime example of it all. Because as much as Obi-Wan even stated, I would have left the Jedi Order if you had asked me. But Satine knew how much the Jedi Order and that structure that he was raised upon meant to him, and didn't tell him that. And when she passed, he not only held her as she died, but didn't turn to the dark side in that moment like Anakin did when Obi-Wan kind of tricked Anakin and thought, all that stuff on Mustafar. It's literally, that was that prime example. Yes, I lost the love of my life in my arms by my arch nemesis, but now I got to go kick his ass.
Yeah.
Well, see, and that's another, and people fail to realize that's like one of the times that we see love. And it's not always a basis of the love that one has for a person that they might marry or something like that. A lot of times, and this, if you read through the books, a lot of times the Padawans have a very hard time when one of their masters are killed or that they die. They have a very hard time. A lot of them shut themselves off to the Force. That's why, when everybody wants to talk about Mara Jade, we can't do that, George will lose his mind, all that shit. That would explain Seven way better than, the Ben thing. Because that's what he does. And a lot of Padawans did that. They shut themselves off to the Force because of their loss of their master. And you'll even look at it. Obi-Wan turned to the dark side the moment that he killed Maul. Because when Qui-Gon fell, he was angry. He was pissed off. He fought with anger. Because if he didn't fight with anger, he would have never beat Maul. Obi-Wan wasn't a skilled enough lightsaber duelist to beat Maul one-on-one. But it was that anger, it was that passion because of the fall of his master. That was like the first time we really seen a Jedi sway to the dark side and use passion and anger in their fight. And you see it in the movie.
And we see it again in Clone Wars too. Clone Wars, when Maul pulls that up, he's like, I don't know how you forgot me after I slayed your master on Naboo. And you can see the anger flash in Obi-Wan's eyes. And
Only
then when
part.
sorry.
Go ahead.
And then when they fight with Asajj Ventress on that freighter, he does it again. And Obi-Wan gets mad and Maul pops off. He's like, yes, feed into your anger, but it's not going to help you now.
And in the books, there's a lot of Padawans that literally, they shut themselves off to the Force after their master dies.
You?
Because they cannot live, they get attached. It's that attachment to their master. This is somebody that's trained them. This is like their parent.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they have that taken away from them. They don't know how to handle it, and they don't know how to deal with everything, so they just shut their self off to the Force, because the Force is love. And to have that constant reminder, and then that specialness, or that special part being shot into them from the Force, pushing that emotion on them so much they can't handle it, and they just shut themselves off.
I wanted to pull up Nick's comment. It's like one of my favorite moments in all of Star Wars when Obi-Wan is standing over Anakin and he screams at him that I loved you.
Nope.
And the delivery of that line, and like I've read Master and Apprentice, and I've read some of the kind of extended books surrounding Anakin and Obi-Wan's relationship, and it, not that you need that extra material to understand, but it adds so much more to, not only are they father and son, they're brother and brother, they love each other in ways that I don't even think Anakin loved Padme. Like it was on a whole other level, and it rips me to pieces every time I watch it. I struggle to watch it even now because it's so devastating.
As a
And
kid,
he has,
I never.
and Obi-Wan has lost so much. By this point, he has already lost so much.
He lost everybody. He lost his entire life. You got to think about it. First, he loses his master. Then, at the same time, he loses almost every friend that he has had most of his life in the Jedi, in the Jedi that were killed in Order 66. Then he loses his apprentice. Then he finds out that his apprentice is the one that killed all of his friends and all the people that he loved in the Jedi Order. And then Yoda's like, hey, I'm bouncing over here to Dagobah. You go over here, take this kid, drop him off, and then figure it out. You know, I'll give you some lessons. Like he's just by himself, and he has to deal with all of that. Just imagine you woke up one day, and the world was just, everybody that you knew in the world was gone. Just everybody was dead. And you had to deal with that. And you have that emotion in you because you have the Force just constantly reminding you of everything. You're getting Force visions. You're getting all that. Just like, dude, that would be devastating. Like, by the time Luke and Obi-Wan got together, Obi-Wan would screw being crazy old Ben. That dude would have been nuts, about to flip out old Ben in the wastelands, because that dude would have been nuts by that point.
And Luke hits that lightsaber. You got to think, when Luke ignites that lightsaber, if he was going crazy and Ben didn't like get triggered, but that PTSD kicks in the second he sees Anakin's lightsaber turns on. The fact that Obi-Wan, like, I love George Lucas's writing, because with this, like, we knew that Luke was going to take up after what his father was doing, right?
I thought he was going to turn to the dark side, but you know, okay, that's just my opinion.
You want everybody to go dark.
The dark side.
He's Darth Swift.
Every time.
Expect? But when, like, if the PTSD really set in, and it did do that to Obi-Wan, just imagine Luke igniting that lightsaber, and all those memories, those Force memories, everything that he has went through, clicks the second he sees that lightsaber ignite.
He just
Watching
jumps
his
up and
best
just
friend and
uses
his
the
brother
Force to
die.
shove it through his face, like
Just Force pushes it into his face. You're not turning into your father.
Are we
that's
not
one of the
forgetting-
best memes ever with the.
Yeah, when he fully... Why?
The first thing he does is look down at, what does this do?
That is true, Dylan. That is true. The non-canon, but the Kenobi book absolutely nails this. He describes as carrying a deep sadness within himself. That is true. And I hope we get to see some of that in the Kenobi series itself.
I think that they have to.
They
I really think that they have to put that in there, because if not, it's going to make too many people that are coming into the situation right now is not going to understand the situation if they don't put some of that into the series.
Oh, yeah.
They got to put some of it into the series. They at least got to put into, him being down and Qui-Gon popping up as a Force ghost and being like, hey, you know what I'm saying? It'll be all right, my Padawan, or some of this. They got to do something in order to make it just fit together. If they don't, then we just gonna get the Book of Boba Fett again, and it's gonna be we're gonna be in the same place.
I don't mean to sadden the tone of this conversation, but this is something I wanted to bring up, and I was going to save it for news, but here we are. The writer, whilst the director for the Kenobi series is obviously gifted and good with Star Wars, the writer for the show maybe not so much. Somebody called Joby Harold, who has written the 2007 film Awake. He did the 2017 King Arthur Legend of the Sword film. He's written...
that.
Oh,
That was a good movie.
Yeah,
I like that movie.
I like that movie.
I love Charlie Hunnam. He's a great actor.
he's written Army of the Dead, which was the Zack Snyder zombie thing that came out last year. I wasn't the keenest on that. And he's also writing Transformers Rise of the Beast. Do we need another Transformers movie? I don't think so.
No.
Not with Mark Wahlberg, at least.
His writing accreditation is maybe not the biggest or the best.
Well,
And I'm
hopefully,
interested to see, I didn't particularly enjoy King Arthur Legend of the Sword, but if you guys loved it, then
I'm not gonna say I loved it. I just thought it was an alright movie. I thought it had enough stuff in it that made it all right. You know, it wasn't like, oh my god, this is a great movie. It was enough to make it all right. I'd watch it.
6 on the rating.
I'd watch
scale.
it. I'd watch it once. I don't think I'd ever watch it again, though. But
it's the only bit of information that I've received so far that possibly makes me a little concerned about the outcome. I was fully on board for Deborah Chow. I think she's a fantastic, more primary female directors. Yes.
well, my thought process on that is maybe, hopefully he referenced some of the content that is out there that he might, so he knew what to write about. It's kind of hard just to come in and say, I'm going to write this Kenobi series, but I don't know who Kenobi is. So most writers will at least, do a little bit of research and try to figure out a little bit of stuff. And hopefully, he might have listened to or read the book or, at least watched some of the Clone Wars and then the movies at least enough to say, okay, this is a very passionate person. This dude cares a lot. And,
I would hope that would be a part of his agreement with Disney and everything about doing this is you have to study up because this is such a beloved character. This has been asked for years on end. We've wanted a movie. We wanted a show. We wanted something to just explain that time span. I think there would have to be something in the agreement stating that he has to understand what Kenobi is going through. You have to watch 1 through 6. You have to, or not 1 through 6. You have to watch 1 through 4, and you have to watch Clone Wars to understand what he has suffered. And then I want you to write about that.
You would hope so, but we also know that Disney has basically gave them, y'all can do whatever y'all want type stuff. Disney is not necessarily put out there that, they could create a whole new character off of the character, off of this character, or do whatever they want.
Yeah.
So, but that's where hopefully Kathleen Kennedy and Dave and John stepped in and said, hey, wait a minute, nope, no, you can't do that. Nope, that's not Kenobi. Nope, you can't do that. At least hopefully that they came in and set back because Disney basically gave their writers free reign to do with Star Wars what they wanted to.
Well, they had to have looked at dozens at least of writers for Kenobi. I don't think it's going to be a problem. I don't think it's going to be an issue. I also don't think Disney is the problem because Disney's done with Lucasfilm the same thing they've done with Marvel. Marvel has just had better leadership.
Yeah.
And Kathleen Kennedy's made a lot of good decisions.
Straight up.
But those are not publicized.
Yes. So we're left blaming her anyway for things that may well not be her fault.
Well, this is the thing that people fail to realize. The only reason canon is being in the Star Wars universe at this point is because of Kathleen Kennedy and John and Dave. If they weren't there, there would be no canon timeline. We wouldn't have nothing that had to do with the canon timeline because Disney just told their people just to do whatever. And Kathleen was like, no, wait a minute. We got to kind of try to stick to this format. Dave and John was like, no, we kind of got to go this way because it's not you're just going to come out with new characters, new themes, new everything, which they're basically doing in the High Republic series. There's nothing that has to do with the Old Republic other than Yoda's in it. That's it. Everything is different.
That's a point I missed. Yeah, according to Kathleen Kennedy, Dave Filoni is involved in the writing of Kenobi, but it's not sort of like a single episode kind of affair. It's broader.
I know that Favreau and Filoni took a look at the scripts and gave notes. They did not write the show. They were they were advisors. It's just notes that they gave, and nothing that they said is required to be implemented within the show.
I hope that the writer's smart enough to know, hey, don't be an idiot and listen to these guys. Which I actually just heard a rumor now. This is a rumor, but that Dave didn't write none of the Book of Boba Fett, or that John didn't write it. Somebody else wrote it, and they just put down John because he didn't want credit for the writing of the Book of Boba Fett. The guy that originally wrote it. So John just took the credit as...
Makes a lot of sense. I thought that the writing was mediocre at best.
Because I've been putting down John for a minute, like, really, you wrote this crap? What the hell is wrong with you? And to find out now, and this is just a rumor, I don't know if it's for fact, but it was somebody else, and then he didn't want to be accredited for the writing, so John just put
neither
it
after what we just witnessed. This isn't Jon Favreau in its slightest bit. This isn't it.
Jon Favreau gets overwhelmed, and he's publicly spoken about that multiple times involving the writing process. So I think he's been trying to sort of give as much away as possible, whilst not trying to sacrifice the integrity of what Star Wars is and what it means. Mm-hmm. And I get it. That man is not only he's acting, he's doing Marvel, he's doing Star Wars, he's doing like so many things at the moment. So I get it if he's like, look, can someone else just...
Well, and then I know just from experience that a lot of people they don't want shit put to their name. They don't want to be put out there like that. They don't want to have that fame type stuff. Because I understand that sucks when people approach you and stuff like that. That's just, you out with your wife and kid, and next thing you know, people are walking up asking you for your autograph and shit like that. That shit sucks. You can't.
I can personally attest to it.
I could see a writer, saying, I don't want to be credited for something. There's plenty of stuff that I do not have any accreditations for.
I don't think anyone would want to be accredited at all for a Boba Fett series, because everyone has their own idea in their mind of what they want a Boba Fett series to be.
Yeah.
And nothing that we ever see on screen will ever live up to what your expectations are.
How they expected to match up to that when that's
7 episodes of Boba Fett shooting everybody in the face, we would all been happy, because that's what Boba Fett's supposed to do.
Action, carbonite freezing, shooting in the face, punching people. Somebody talks back, he just shoots them without even looking, kind of stuff. Yes, I would have been fine with that.
They should have done more to me, they should have done more like him being a bounty hunter. Series, not a series of him trying to be the Daimyo of the
I could
the new
see
Hut.
him. Yeah, I could see him being
that.
a daimyo or whatever. I could see him taking over, but he needs to be more ruthless in doing it. Like doing people who get in his way instead of being like, "Oh, I want to rule. Like I want people to like me."
Well, I'm sorry. The second the mayor's hand sat there and said something disrespectful, I would have just shot him.
I mean, I think they could have done it.
Y'all are so violent. All of you, so violent.
Because if I'm running something that Jabba ran,
at least make Bobo and Fennec hook up at the end or something. That would have been nice.
We get a little. Hey, we're talking about love this episode. That is a love that should have happened. There you go.
At least do something like.
Are you telling me that Fennec Shand does not come across as one of the most queer women in Star Wars you've ever seen? That woman has no interest in men whatsoever.
No, she does not.
Nope. She is.
That's why I passed her.
Nick, that is an excellent point. Disney need to not be scared of presenting an anti-hero, and that's what Boba Fett should have been, really. Yes. If we're talking like traditional literary tropes, anti-hero.
That's a great way to put it, Nick.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah.
So, are we ready to get to the what if?
Go on then. Is it lovey-dovey this week? Is it sweet and lovely?
Yes, it's lovey-dovey.
Real fast before we do that. Can I pull something up after? Can I pull something up after the what if?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, right after we get to news and rumors, the quiz.
The end of the show.
Okay. This week's what if is, what if Anakin didn't turn to the dark side and him and Padme stayed together and everything was cool and the kids was born? How would the things have turned out then? Go ahead, CJ.
So, Order 66 would have still happened, right? Anakin doesn't go to the dark side. He helps Obi-Wan and Yoda and all the Jedi that he didn't kill take out the clones. I think Anakin, the second Padme went into labor, he would have left the Order. I don't think he would have stayed. I think at this point, he's learned everything he's wanted to learn. He's done everything he's wanted to do. I think they would have done that. And then when the Force sensitivity came into play, give them to like, who's the one that takes Leia? Bail Organa. Gives the children to Bail Organa. Organa's like, hey, my children are Force sensitive. They would have shoved one or both of them to the Jedi Order and had them do the Jedi Order thing and live through Anakin's process. Possibly. If not, I could see Anakin starting his own Jedi school and then still turning dark and then killing the Jedi. So,
go ahead, Drew.
Okay. I personally, so has Order 66 happened in this what if timeline?
No.
Okay, so no. All right. I personally think, all right, wait, so how much of Revenge of the Sith would have happened?
Not very much.
Oh, okay. So
because you got to think
talking about
it.
the
Order
she's carrying
66 doesn't go into effect until after Anakin goes in, after Anakin turns to the dark side. So everything prior, so he doesn't cut Mace Windu's hand off. The Emperor's arrested.
all right, well, I've got two
or
scenarios.
killed.
The one regarding this idea is that Luke and Leia are probably given to the Organas, and they take that name, and they're just trained as Jedi. But I think that's a bit more anticlimactic. What I personally would have happened is maybe the Jedi Code is rewritten, sort of like to related to American history. The Articles of Confederation never really worked, and then they just rewrote it, and it became the Constitution. So probably something like that is what I would have done. But just because I think that the idea of them changing into the Skywalker twins becoming Organas and never really knowing who their parents are is a bit anticlimactic. You know,
I think, I think Anakin would have left. I think Anakin would have trained his own kids probably. And honestly, I think they probably could have convinced Obi-Wan to leave too, or at least train the kids, and kind of live in that like nice family and uncle kind of vibe. Like I don't know,
Obi-Wan
like kind of
comes and
happily ever
visits.
after. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think Order 66 would have happened. One, because like Sidious kind of relied on Anakin to have Order 66. I think he would have, if he got he either would have gotten arrested, or B, they wouldn't have found out, and he would have continued to kind of play in the shadows until he figured out another plan.
mm-hmm.
But yeah, I just imagine like Anakin, Padme, and their kids just kind of living on some planet. Obi-Wan comes to visit every once in a while. Just so beautiful.
It's the love story we wanted, but we will never get.
Because they were prequels and not, they didn't come first, so it could never have happened.
Okay, Charlie, what do you think?
I think I'd have to agree with Garrison. I think immediately the moment sort of Padme got pregnant, and then they would have gone and told Obi-Wan, and Anakin would have peacefully left the Jedi Order and said, like, I'm done with this for now. I thank you for everything you've given me, but I have a family now. And they would have gone and like maybe lived on like a part of Naboo or somewhere a little further away, a little quieter, and a chance to have the thing that Anakin never got, which was a family. To be, he never knew his father. He never had a father because, Palpatine being weird. Yeah, let's not talk about that. That's weird. Makes me very uncomfortable. Anakin never had
his daddy.
I mean, yeah, Anakin never had a father, so he deserves the chance to, have that and fill that. And for Padme, and I know like Queens of Naboo don't reign for terribly long. It's quite a quick monarchy cycle, so she'd be able to put all of that down. She wouldn't have to pursue a political career. She could just be.
She could leave the Senate.
Yep. No more politics. No more war.
Would we put Leia in the Senate? Would she take over a clean role as she's she's an heiress of that?
I think Padme would raise very, very well-educated children. Leia would be like the smartest of the smart. She'd be politically know, like she'd be politically aware,
They would-
she'd be in it.
Yeah,
She'd
both
use
their
the
kids
Force
would just be
very badly.
awesome.
She'd be a dark side user. I'm sorry. She would be like, "You're going to give me all the fruit snacks, Mom."
Okay.
Trade routes are open.
So this is my thought process. So we know right at the point when Anakin is when Mace Windu is about to kill Palpatine, Anakin doesn't stop him, so Mace kills Palpatine into the Sith. There's no more Sith around. Anakin they find out, he comes clean, tells them about Padme being pregnant, leaves the order, goes somewhere else, raises Luke and Leia. They start the whole new Sith. He still becomes Vader.
Yes, I knew it.
Luke and Leia are his apprentice. They become thing, and they restart the whole Sith order, and they take over the galaxy as a family.
Oh, you knew it.
I knew it was gonna happen. That's why I said it. That's why I said it.
Still a beautiful family story.
Ah.
Then Leia kills everybody and just rules as empress.
Yep.
Yes.
And Rey never exists. That's the end of.
No, Rey
Palpatine.
exists.
Thank
Rey comes
God.
to fight Leia, but it's Leia.
Now
she's
that I would
Darth
watch.
Leia.
That I would
She's not winning that.
A cat fight.
She don't have that. She don't have that. There's no dyad of the Force because Ben never comes.
Well, but we'd get an Obi-Wan. I loved you guys. You guys were my family, kind of deal. You know, we'd get a Mustafar without a Mustafar. It'd just be hurtful. Just
That's
think,
what I
you were
think
my
would happen.
nephew.
Why can't I just have nice things?
Uncle Obi and Aunt Ahsoka.
Oh. And think about it. Satine wouldn't have died. Maybe, like if they would have somehow prevented that.
That happened
I think
before that,
Satine
so
would've
she would have
I'm
been
saying
dead.
that would have been
They'd
prevented.
start a commune. They'd start like an ex-Jedi recovery center. And that
Oh,
Oh my gosh!
Like
Thrive.
like in all the towns now, they got the Catholic the Catholic rehabilitation places now,
Yeah.
so you can go rehabilitate from being Catholic.
good.
It's not funny. I grew up in the Catholic Church.
You sit in that Catholic
Is
guilt,
that it
CJ.
for
You
the what if, or
marinate.
do we have more we want to
Oh, you grew up in
discuss
a
on this
Catholic
subject?
church? That explains a lot.
Oh, thanks, guys. Thank you.
I don't know. I still thought he grew up Mormon because he lives in Idaho. But
Yeah, I was
No,
gonna say.
The only Mormon part of Idaho is Idaho Falls and Pocatello because it's so close to Salt Lake City.
Hello.
what
What
Rexburg, bro?
name?
Rexburg and Idaho Falls are so close to each other. The temple, so the biggest thing in Idaho Falls was the Lions Hotel. When they built the temple in the middle of Idaho Falls, they had an agreement with the city council that nothing could be taller than the temple. They tore down the Red Lion Hotel because it was taller than the temple.
This
Wait a
is a
minute,
language
they got a
that I do
temple?
not understand.
Yeah, they have
They got a
temple.
Jedi temple in Ohio.
Yeah.
Oh,
In Ohio.
A Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints temple.
Separation of church
Hey.
and state.
I
Yeah, there
believe
was
in the
none
Force,
then.
the dark side. That's my religion. The dark side of the Force.
I don't know. I
If
like the
any
Mando
of you,
concept.
no, I'm not. Never mind.
Okay. Now I
Shall
want to pull
we-
something up.
Oh,
Okay, what you
So
got?
we got some beautiful mail the other day
yeah.
from cardboard cutout. It was very unexpected. It was very beautiful. It was something that caught
Very
me off
gorgeous.
guard. It caught all of us off guard, I would assume.
Yes, I cried multiple times.
He put us in our favorite character, except for Kyle, because he put Kyle in Kyle's character.
Yeah.
Because I don't even think it's a character. I think it's just Kyle. I think
Yeah.
Darth
Oh, I
Sway
thought
is
he
Kyle.
just put us
Kyle
in the
is Darth
character that
Sway.
we best fit with.
Yeah.
And he drew us as our favorite characters. And I just wanted to give him a big shout out. It was amazing. I love it. And I shouted it out on the Twitter. Charlie put it on the Instagram. We put it on the
Great.
Facebook. It was just amazing. I didn't expect it. I didn't expect to be Boba Fett. That was cool.
I wanted to read a little bit of Simon's email because he asked if we'd read some of it on the show, and he said, "Dear CJ, Charlie, Garrison, and Kyle, I would like to first of all say thank you to each of you for the hard work you've put into LightSaber Radio. It is so fun watching either live and being in the chat with you and the other LSR crew, which has made this for me one of my favorite Star Wars YouTube podcasts, or catching up afterwards on my lunch break. You're so passionate about Star Wars, and it's brilliant that you all have your own favorite part of the fandom. You're my go-to people for any and all news, rumors for upcoming shows, toys, and video games." And he said, CJ, I had to do you in the Boba armor as you're definitely my go-to man for all things Mandalorian. Charlie, you're our Rey Skywalker. Sorry, lads. And I look forward to the day I get to see you as Rey at a con. Garrison, this made me cry. This, not my bit, your bit made me cry.
I was like,
Oh, God,
Garrison,
got me.
I had to do Han with your boyish good looks and you properly talk your way out of anything.
I loved it, dude.
Oh, man, that made me
blush.
smile.
And Kyle,
made
you
me
made it
blush.
bloody hard for me, always hiding behind your mic on each show as I was hoping to do a half and half, but I hope this is still cool. If you'd like me to send you the drawing, I'd be happy to do that. May the force be with you all. Your friend and fan, Simon. And the drawings are gorgeous.
They're amazing.
It was cool. It
If
was
you're
cool.
curious, guys, all the people listening and on the live, if you're curious, go check out the socials. We
Go
blasted
head over
it.
to LightSaber Radio's Instagram and Twitter and you'll see them
We
there.
blasted it. We give them a big shout
I
out,
liked it.
and it was amazing. We appreciate it so much, Simon.
Thank you.
Hopefully, one of these days we get to bring you on and talk to you
Yeah.
about all that, and just it was awesome. Thank you so much. I had to pull it up.
I've known Simon for like a good couple of years now. Never actually had a good. Hey,
There he is.
Ted.
He just made it. He just made it to the live just for that.
Simon, thank you so much. There's honestly, I could spend the rest of the podcast talking about how gorgeous they are. Like it would be. Thank you.
I wouldn't. I didn't shut up about it all day after I saw it.
I showed them to my mom. I was like, Mom, look at this.
I get ran into at like GameStop because some of the GameStop guys know me, but to have an actual fan do something out of kindness, out of love, and out of just realizing what we all love and how we act and stuff is just
so cute.
It's amazing.
Oh,
and I wouldn't shut up about it. My girlfriend had to tell me to shut up. We get it. You have fans, get over it. And it was awesome. And I like I said, I had to bring it up. I didn't want to forget about it because it was probably the most important thing.
I was about to, so thank you for pulling that up. I really appreciate it. No, not a problem at all. Again, Simon, thank you so much. Guys, I've got so many news and rumors to get through this week. Let's go.
The Holonet News and Rumors.
Hey,
So
are
close.
you gonna hit the button?
Yeah, are you gonna hit the
Or
button?
am I gonna hit the button?
Hit the button.
Who's hitting the button?
Hit the button.
It kept going.
It was gonna be a whole smooth thing, but no.
Are you gonna talk first, or am I gonna talk first? Who
Am I
talks
gonna
first
talk about
here?
the toys?
You
Like,
tell
what's going on
who-
here?
How does this work? Do you talk first? Do I talk first? Obviously, one of the biggest things I posted about this on the Insta breaking Star Wars news. Actor and star of Vikings Ray Stevenson, he's also done some voice work for Clone Wars. Fun fact,
Yes.
has been cast in a unnamed role in the Ahsoka series.
Guys, look at Garrison.
Are you excited?
Yeah.
Fans are theorizing that we may potentially see him return as the EU character. I'm going to butcher this name, Gilead Peleon.
I don't see that.
Thrawn's right-hand man, taken directly from the Thrawn trilogy books. Just theories, but yes, very, very exciting.
He'd be a good Thrawn.
Peleon was name dropped at the end of the Rebels,
Oh,
implying that he was still alive. And also on top of this, Dave Filoni has stepped up and said that I don't think that's it for him. I'd like to see other stories with the guy. And who's writing the Ahsoka series?
the man who made Ahsoka.
The man who made Ahsoka, strangely enough. Following on from that, Ahsoka not only has a new working title, I'll get to that in a second, but there's been a new production start window due to begin in April. Even though no end date has been set, it means that Ahsoka was supposed to begin filming in January, but it's been pushed back because of Mandalorian changes. So much is happening.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
Just take
honestly,
your
the
time.
more
Take
the
your
more
time.
time, it appears that more time has been dedicated specifically to the Mandalorian filming, and Ahsoka's been put on hold for a little bit while they focus on season 3 of Mando, which I'm fine with. And just to tickle our Tolkien fans a little, if there's anybody in the chat or any of you guys, the new working title for Ahsoka is Stormcrow.
No.
What?
And that's a word that gets pulled up in Tolkien's books an awful lot, specifically meaning Gandalf, Theoden from the in Rohan, calls Gandalf Stormcrow, and it's a reference to his arrival being associated with bad tidings. And I know I'm reaching. I'm sorry, everyone, I'm reaching. But I wonder if someone in the production crew has just slipped that in, made that selection.
Well, Filoni's a huge Middle-earth fan.
There we
Filoni's
go.
a huge
That'll
fan.
be it.
I mean, yeah, the whole like Ahsoka the White thing at the end of Rebels.
Oh yes, of course.
So-
So are they not going to come? So is okay. So is it just a working title, or
Yeah,
is they?
That's
okay.
just the
working
coming title. It's,
title.
Okay,
the
because I'm
show
like,
is-
are they
I'd rather have
changing
it
the
be
name
Ahsoka.
from Ahsoka to Stormcrow? Because it's like, what the hell is going on? At least call it
No.
Fulcrum. You know what I'm saying? At least something that has to do with
Fulcrum
Ahsoka.
makes
Like, where the hell
sense.
did that come
well,
from?
the
Addison, no!
Addison, yes.
the Kenobi working title was I believe it was Pilgrim.
Yes, it
So
was.
that's just the shooting title that like
Okay.
Yeah,
things are sort of
obviously
high
none
with
of
the
this
project
is
is.
like, it's not used in marketing or anything. It's just sort of a
He's
way of
talking to me right
discussing
now.
it.
I'm sorry for yelling, babe.
Yeah,
Don't
exactly.
do-
I was like, I'm just
Gary
kidding. I
Rifle.
love you. I love you.
Smack.
Just, I nearly knocked my microphone over. That's brilliant.
Should I lock the door? Maybe.
Do I feel
This is
safe
not a
right
good
now?
way to start your Valentine weekend.
I'm gonna take it as a Tolkien reference and run with it because that makes me extremely happy as a
It has to be
huge,
Tolkien reference.
huge Lord of the Rings fan.
Which trailer tomorrow. But the trailer tomorrow for the
Don't.
Amazon series.
Don't even
Yeah.
get me. Don't talk to me. You and I are having a conversation about that after this show because
Yeah,
I've got
I'm
so
not-
many
I'm
thoughts
not
and
keen.
feelings.
I haven't
You're
been
not
aware of
keen.
it.
Shut up. It doesn't matter. I'm not interested. I'm joking. The next piece of news that I pulled up was the Force Unleashed remaster has been officially announced for Nintendo Switch. We're getting the Wii version, so we get motion controls. I get to fight with my Joy controllers. Hell yes. Yes. I'm so
I'm
excited.
totally okay with this. I love the Force Unleashed way too much.
Does anybody else have any more news before I launch into the rest of my little list?
What we
CJ, oh my god.
I have toys.
Go.
So Hasbro decided to do something that makes me happy, and I'm probably going to buy it and spend way too much money on it, and then never
Yep.
play with it. They dropped the throne room set, and it's a full set. You get little pieces of the throne room. It comes with Bib Fortuna, fat Bib Fortuna, and the where the throne is, where it slides into the Rancor pit, it moves just like it would. It's an amazing set. It's going to be very pricey.
I'm not sure if you guys saw, but the next series of the next like Wave of Black series is like officially scheduled for like 11 months from now.
Yep.
Yeah. But they're like on store shelves like right now, but Hasbro sucks so much.
So Hasbro already started their pre-ordering. They started their pre-ordering set 3 days ago. So you can pre-order most of this stuff. They gave us Omega, the
They
client.
did. I want it.
GameStop had a little bit of an issue with the Dathomirian mail from the
Boys
Order.
Dollhouse.
from Fallen Order. They supposedly were trying to cancel it, but so many pre-orders came through that they had to go through with it, and Hasbro went through and are now sending them through to GameStop, so GameStop can send them out to fans. I didn't pre-order this one because I heard through the rumor mill that Hasbro wasn't going to make it, and then they were, and then they weren't. I just was going to sit back and wait until I saw it on the store shelf instead of pre-ordering and then getting mad that I got my money back and not the toy. So, yeah. That's about it for me on the toys section. So,
Okay.
anybody else?
There's a rumor.
Rumor.
The rumor is that the Book of Boba Fett season 2 is based on the fans.
The what?
So they're going to be doing at some point. I'm guessing Star Wars. Like I said, this is a rumor. That Star Wars is going to be doing a poll at some point, asking fans if they want a season 2 of the Book of Boba Fett, and that's the only way they will do the second season.
No, the show made money. If the creators want to do a second season, there will be a second season, regardless of what the fans say.
I don't care. I'm
The
still
show
going to
made
vote
money.
yes.
The show made
Still
money.
voting yes. I want the polls.
That's
Let me
fair.
vote.
And that was rumors said by comic books.
Fair. Speaking of rumors, I harvested this from Giant Freaking Robot, who I have used multiple times and have proven to be about 9 times out of 10 spot on. Absolutely spot on. Daisy Ridley has supposedly signed on for 3 more Star Wars projects. There's no news on whether it's films, animated, TV, but she's signed a set of contracts for 3 more projects. Supposedly.
I just have a hard time believing that, just for the simple fact of that she hasn't done shit since Star Wars.
She's struggling. She's openly
so
admitted
I don't see
multiple
them.
times she's struggling.
I don't see them looking at her as somebody to bring back into Star Wars, because they look at overall career. They're going to look at, okay, what did you do after you did Star Wars? How was the sequels taken as your acting? What reviews we got on your acting? They, when recruiters or when personnel look for new actors or actors to come back in, they look at all these things before they before they negotiate new contracts or ask you to come back. They look at different things, and I just don't see that happening, because she just hasn't done anything since, and she didn't get the greatest, fan service. They're gonna look at like, unless it's based on her. That's the only way that they'll bring her back. So for her to say,
I can show you a community of like nearly 10,000 people who specifically all cosplay Rey, who would do anything to have her back on screen, give arms, legs, souls, deals with the devil, you name it, they'll give it.
Even if you had 1 million people on a world is full with there's 7.4 billion people on the planet. 1 million people is just a snap of the finger. So they look at way more than that. They're going to look at everything. And then if she came back, it would have to be something, if they were going to bring her back, you kind of have to sit back and look at the scenario. It's going to have to be something that has to do with her character for them to bring her back. So it's either going to be voice or it's going to be a movie based about her.
If I was theorizing, it's probably going to be voice acting, because they're doing a lot of kid animated stuff at the moment, and a lot of like shorts and short stories.
Which we've talked about that before. If they did a trilogy about her, what she does afterwards, after she became the Skywalker, the new one, after she steals the name, if they did a trilogy after that, I wouldn't be, too bad to see that, like her going throughout the galaxy and, restarting the Jedi Order or, whatever the situation may be. That wouldn't be too bad of a trilogy to make, because then that would lead up to the next point. I could see Disney doing something like that.
Yeah. I think to make something after, I think it would work better as a TV show.
Yeah.
Because it would be more of a continue on, kind of like the Rogue Samurai kind of idea. I think it would fit a lot better as a TV show instead of a trilogy. Because a trilogy, I feel like you have to have some kind of like build up and like finish with some big bad. So I feel like it would just fit better with some kind of episode where she's like taking out the remnants of the First Order or just something like that.
I'm going to say something here that's controversial. Star Wars works better on TV than it does in film.
Debatable. Disney Star Wars, yes.
Disney Star Wars, yes. Original Star Wars, no.
Well,
I think from like the storytelling perspective, you can do more with the universe on television than in a film.
Yeah, because you have more time to sit back and actually write depth into series.
True.
You have more time to sit back and go through things and be like, oh, this would be a good arc for her, and then you have another person chiming in like, how about we do it like this?
That's exactly
I think
what
with
the
a TV show, you can do like 3 seasons of 7 episodes or 8 episodes, and to just have like an overall arc instead of like 3 movies that what we got with these last 3. It just didn't really mesh well with the fans. If you really got into stuff, it would fit better as a TV show, in my personal opinion.
Well, a lot of people also got to realize that Disney was taking over a franchise that already had a giant fandom. Probably one of the biggest fandoms that has to do with a movie franchise. And to come in, they just basically made the original trilogy over again, because they didn't know how to do anything at that point. They were just like, all right, what is the best thing? What is the best action for us to do? Let's drop a trilogy. Let's basically redo the first trilogy over again because we know that works. That's going to make us money. Because we can all speculate and do all these things that we do every weekend. But when it comes down to it, Disney's only going to do what's going to make them money. If it's not going to make them money, they're not going to waste their time. So they said this is tried and true. And it did. It made them a shit ton of money.
Yep.
So now it's like, what do we do from there? Now we see that The Mandalorian. You look at the things that they did. They came out The Mandalorian. Mandalorian shut down the internet.
It did. Mandalorian
so then they said, okay, well, we know Mandalorian works. Let's come out with the Book of Boba Fett. Now, then they was like, oh, that one didn't work out too well. Let's come out with something else. And let's do this. Let's make sure that it's better than the last one. Or like I said last week, that they could purposely made the Book of Boba Fett not look as good so Kenobi would look 10 times better. Because that's all marketing strategies. They market
Boba Fett was also
production
rushed.
companies do that all the time. And that is true. The Book of Boba Fett was rushed because of coronavirus. So
Kenobi's been like in the writing phase. Like that show's been in development for about 3 years now at least.
well, longer than that if you consider the time that they were writing for the movie, because they used part of that.
Exactly.
Dave Filoni said that they used part of that for the movie for the TV series.
Is Kenobi going to shut down the Disney servers like Mandalorian did?
I don't think so.
I think so.
Yes.
I don't think right now. I think a lot of fans, if you look at the overall what's going on with the fandom, a lot of fans are very disappointed in the Book of Boba Fett, and it kind of put them in a situation where they're like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'll watch it when I get a chance type of attitude. You know, okay, it's coming out, I'll watch it. When Mandalorian dropped that day, they didn't know what to do. And you got to realize that it was also the dropping. It wasn't just the Mandalorian. That was the big jump for Disney Plus. Mm-hmm. So when you put all that together and it's like, bam, that's what crashed the internet. Because you had every fan that was a Star Wars fan in the world all trying to jump on the internet to watch The Mandalorian all at the same time. Everybody was like, and when it dropped here, it dropped at midnight.
Yep.
So I was setting up, I didn't even go to sleep. I set up to watch The Mandalorian. Because I'm like, dude, this is the first episode. I want to see what that's about. And that's what everybody around the world did because it all dropped at the same time. Now they're spreading stuff out. Like in the United States, it drops at 3 a.m. my time, you know, different time at this time. You know, on the other side, it's actually...
But it's still the same minute because of time zones. It's still all at the same minute, though.
But no, it's not the same minute because like in India, it's like 2 hours difference. It's a 2 hour difference. It was a 2 hour difference in India. So the India time zone, they actually dropped at like, I think 1 o'clock in the morning.
Are they staggering the times that it's being released?
Yeah, they staggered the times with the Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah.
So
it was 1 o'clock here, 3 o'clock your time.
Yeah,
it was 2 a.m. for me.
Yeah, see, so I think they're just trying to not.
Well, no, them time zones, the America time zone, we all would have it dropped all at the same time because he's on the East Coast, or no, you're in Midwest, right, Drew?
Yeah, in Chicago.
So that's the same time as me, because I'm in Missouri. Then you're in the Mountain Time Zone. Yeah. So that's all at the same time. But like over in India, which would have been like 4 o'clock in the afternoon or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, whatever, they skipped an hour.
Yeah, they skip and then release it differently. Speaking,
they dropped it at a different time because they didn't want that to happen again. Which I don't think it would ever happen on the Book of Boba Fett. There's a lot of people that are not Boba Fett fans. So
it might have happened on the first episode, but after that first episode, it would have not had an issue after that.
Well, they were also prepared for it the second time around. Yeah. You know, the Mandalorian didn't nobody expect that to happen.
Hell no.
You know,
I'm so sorry, Drew.
Sorry, I've got two things. One, in regarding the time zone thing, I mentioned last week, I was in Paris when the first episode dropped, and that dropped at 9 a.m., which was 2 a.m. In Chicago. So it's that is the same time.
But India was the reason that when you look at the specs of it, India was the reason that the internet dropped. Because there was more people in India than anywhere else in the world that click to watch it at the same time. So they staggered their time. So it would have came out at like 1 o'clock in the morning their time. They pushed it an hour. So it actually came out later than what it would have came out their time. So like half the world was like skipped an hour.
Got it.
So like UK to like California was all on the normal time. And in the other half of the world, they skipped because it was India and China, I think, was the reason it dropped the internet, because there were so many people that jumped on there from that side of the world at one time. So they cut it in half and they pushed it 1 hour, I think was what I read. It was 1 hour that they pushed it. That way it wouldn't do it. So it dropped it. One half of the world dropped the hour difference than the other half of the world. Time zone wise was all the same, but they pushed it 1 hour. So like me and your time was 2, it would have got jumped up to 3 or 4 or whatever,
Kyle.
however they did it.
Oh,
And then regarding the like idea of fan excitement, looking at it, I mean, just in the last few months with Marvel, like Eternals not being the best movie did nothing to diminish the hype for Spider-Man No Way Home.
no.
So
That was amazing.
I really don't think, and I liked Eternals. I like the Book of Boba Fett. I don't think that Book of Boba Fett not being the best Star Wars show is going to have any, is going to lessen the hype for Kenobi in any way whatsoever. It is the most anticipated show for a lot of people. Not me. It's in my top 3, but it's not my most anticipated show. That's still The Acolyte.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting on.
Yeah, but
Same.
Kenobi's going, if it's good, it's gonna shut down the internet for those 6 weeks.
I don't think
Speaking-
anything ever again will shut down the internet. I think that they
WandaVision
made
did.
they've made
WandaVision did indeed.
adjustments.
So did Loki.
Loki did, yeah.
Loki shut it
the-
down for almost 13 hours.
Oh my god, I've been sat on this
Sorry,
bit of
Charlie.
news. Somebody let me speak, please. In regards to Kenobi, firstly, I wanted to point out I don't actually think we've covered this in a show. The actors for Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru that we meet at the end of Revenge of the Sith have been
Are they the
recast
same?
for the Kenobi
Yeah.
series. They're the same,
Dope.
which
I like it.
absolutely amazing.
Okay, wait.
On top,
The young ones?
yeah,
Yes.
some ones
Yeah,
are
okay,
in
okay. I was about to
Revenge-
say the
yeah,
old ones. I think
No,
they're
not the
dead,
old
ain't
ones.
they?
Yeah, Joel Edgerton is Owen, and then
Yes.
Bonnie Peace as Beru.
I like
Yes,
him.
thank
I like
you,
that.
thank you.
Joe Edgerton is an amazing actor. He was
on-
great.
He's done a lot of great things since the prequels.
He is. On top of that, the Grand Inquisitor's been revealed. Rupert Friend, he played the guy in Hitman.
Yes!
in the Hitman
Yes!
film.
He was in the other guys.
Yes.
He was the bad guy in the other
Yes.
guys. I mean, I love his acting. Everything that I have seen him in TV and movie wise, he's played great. So I think he's going to be great as the Grand Inquisitor.
I
Nice.
was personally hoping that like we'd see Jason Isaacs come back, as he has
Yes.
done
He
a lot
voiced
of
in
live
Rebels,
action
didn't
work.
he?
So I mean, I don't think that the Grand Inquisitor and the Fifth Brother, because we know that Sung Kang from Fast and Furious is playing him. I don't think they're going to be huge roles because they have to be alive. Like, what is it, 5 years after for Rebels? So I don't think they're going to be
Yeah.
like in it a ton. They're going to have a couple of scenes maybe.
That's fair.
I just want to see him do a live action of spinning lightsabers and then flying.
Oh,
That's
yes,
what I
I'm
want to see.
so
I don't want to
for
see that. I don't want to see that.
I want to see that.
Them
I want to see how
flying
they.
down.
I want to see how they come up with that in
Yeah,
live
it's-
action.
They fly now.
That is everything off of my news list.
Okay,
Is it time?
just to give a quick reference, right quick, to what we know, what was announced on Star Wars on Disney Investor Day. So we know that the premiere for Obi-Wan is May 25th. Star Wars Bad
Real
Batch
Star
is
Wars
coming.
Day.
Season 2 is coming out in 2022. Star Wars Andor season is coming out 2022. Now The Mandalorian is coming out late 22. The Book of Boba Fett is still to be discussed. Rangers of the New Republic is canceled. The Ahsoka TV season is in pre-production right now. The Acolyte is in development. Lando TV series is in development. Rogue Squadrons is in development. That's what's announced on. That was what was announced on the thing. I'm reading it right off of the website right now. Kevin Feige's Star Wars movies are still to be discussed. Waititi, however you say his name is,
Taika.
to be discussed. Untitled JD Dillon and Matt Owens movies are still being discussed.
That's still
Ryan
happening.
Johnson's movies canceled.
Yes.
He's not
Thank
getting
you.
no damn movie, so all that crap that he's putting online about him having a trilogy is a damn lie. They canceled it.
Oh.
And then the David Benioff and B.D. Wise, theirs is canceled as well.
Well, we knew that about 3 years ago.
I'm happy that Ryan Johnson's work is not going to be put on.
Well, it
Don't
just
get me wrong,
sucks
he had
because he keeps
beautiful-
putting shit online and everybody keeps jumping on these rumors that he's getting it
Batman
on
lying.
Investor Day. They said that his shit is
Batman
canceled.
lying.
Well, don't get me wrong. I loved the scenery and a lot of the action in The Last Jedi. It's just the other writing and how he tried to pretty much just say "screw you, JJ" in the process of doing that.
Well, JJ didn't know he was doing The Last Jedi at that point. I mean,
No, but Ryan Johnson came
Rise
out
of Skywalker at that point.
when
It was
when
he
Ryan
just
Johnson. Oh,
he
sorry,
basically screwed it for whoever the next director was going to be.
Well, and the biggest thing was he came out in an interview because he was mad that JJ got the last movie and he didn't. He came out and he said, "I'm glad I did The Last Jedi the way I did because it's totally going to screw JJ on his first movie going into the last movie."
When did he say that?
He said this. So this was right
Doesn't sound
after
something he would say. It doesn't sound like, from everything that Ryan Johnson has said, that doesn't sound like something he would say.
He wasn't. The thing was, it was in a personal interview with a fan. That he
I
right
wasn't
after
with
The
a
Last
fan.
Jedi.
He was on a show.
Was he on a show?
Yeah, it was on a show.
I just read
When
it,
was this?
and this was when he found out he wasn't doing the Rise of Skywalker, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was right after he found out. I'm looking it up right now, but it was right after he found out that when they canceled his contract to do The Rise of Skywalker, then that's when he come out and said, "I'm glad I did the movie the way that I did it because now can't nobody follow it."
Chris, I'm going to stick my head in and say that yes, the Taika Waititi Star Wars film is still happening.
Yes, it is.
It's just,
Yes.
it's just a
It
little
was
slow.
confirmed that it is. It is.
Confirmed.
Well, this is the thing on Investor Day. So the Kevin Feige Star Wars movie is still being discussed. The Waititi film is still being discussed, but in partial production is what they have written under it. So is it still in writing form or is it that could mean multiple different things. The Untitled JD Dillon, Matt Owens movie is still being discussed.
Yep.
Ryan Johnson movie was canceled, and the David Benioff and DB Wise
That's cancelled
Wise
as well,
canceled.
Game of Thrones
Yeah.
wise.
So a long time
Good.
ago. I know that the Acolyte's pretty far along in pre-production. They start shooting the Acolyte in May,
Yeah, that's
The Acolyte
I
starts
heard
in
that same
May.
thing.
and then that secret show that's being announced at Celebration or on May 4th starts in June.
I also wanted to point out that I got the copy of. So I said that Bad Batch is coming in spring 2022. I
Yeah.
have the copy of Star Wars Insider that says it in there. It says for the list of things.
That is official from Disney, right?
Yes, that is
that-
official Lucasfilm publication, and it says in their little box of things that are coming up. There's a bit about Andor, a bit about Kenobi, and then it says Bad Batch season 2, spring 2022. Which is kind of insane to me. How are they going to fit that around Kenobi? Is it all coming out at the same time?
Well, Kenobi ends. So,
Now?
I plot out the schedule. If it's 6 episodes, it's all 1 week apart, starting on May 25th. That puts the finale on June 29th, which
It's the middle
would
of
be like
summer.
within the first week of summer, because it
Yeah.
seems like they're doing it by like actual seasons. I also think they have to start doing some overlap between both the Marvel and Star Wars shows,
Yes.
and maybe doing Star Wars animation on a different day than live action. Because if you guys remember, last summer we had Loki on Wednesdays and the Bad Batch on Fridays.
Yes.
And I think that really worked, and I think they could do that again. I don't think it all has to be like that. And then you have things so incredibly spaced out, and I want it now. I want it now.
That's
love
okay.
The weekly. I love the weekly stuff, but I want. there should be some overlap.
That's fair. Is it time Is it time for the quiz? Because finally, after weeks of not doing what I was supposed to do, I have totted up the total scores as of episode 38, which was the Bryce Dallas Howard episode, and we'll start over again for these next set after mine. Are you guys ready for the total scores of the quiz after nearly, God, far too many episodes? In last place, in line third, we have our very own Darth Sway Kyle with 45 points.
Oh man,
45.
Oh, not bad.
Out of
In
1,000.
out of a in second place, CJ
Hey.
with 46 points
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Oh
That's some
by a
bull.
hair.
no. That's
By a
Kyle,
hair.
that's some bull.
Bush. And in first place, absolutely roaring ahead of everybody else with a total of 68 points, Garrison Turcott himself, King of the Hill, champion of the Star
you.
Wars quiz.
Thank you.
Don't get up on that throne too high now, because I might have to.
That's
knock
just
you
because he's
down.
using Google.
Hey.
Oh jeez.
Uh,
Are we ready?
so yeah, yes, Kyle, you can press
Yes.
the button.
Huh? What? Oh, I was looking at something. Hold
I can just say it.
up. Hold up. I was looking at something. Go ahead, do it, Charlie.
Go ahead, do it. Oh, okay, fair enough.
Well, now, you insufferable womp rats, it's time for Charlie's Impossible Quiz.
Not Charlie's Impossible Quiz, Garrison and
Yeah.
Drew's Impossible Quiz this week.
Actually, if we're going to be honest, it's now, you insufferable womp rats. It's time for Garrison's probable quiz. So that's probably a little bit more accurate. All right. They're not going to be as hard as Charlie's, but here we go. Question 1. What character was created off of a typo, and what was the typo actually intended to be?
Oh wow.
Wow, I did a good job.
A typo.
You did.
This is only
A
question
typo.
one, though.
Typo. Yes, CJ.
C3.
Oh, did Drew? Nope. Drew.
Oh no, I have no idea.
Obi-Wan
Oh, okay, I thought you
Kenobi.
raised it.
Um,
No.
They were trying to put Ben and it just said Obi.
I'll give you a huge hint if you guys want it. It's in
I
the.
haven't guessed. I haven't
Oh,
guessed.
go Charlie. Go Charlie. Go.
Grogu?
Who?
Grogu?
No.
No.
What's
It's
the
a
hint?
prequel character, and we don't actually see him on screen. Oh, Rural Farm Boy got it.
Cypher
Cypher Diaz. It was originally
Oh.
intended to be Sido Diaz, and it was supposed to
Oh.
sound like Sidious,
Oh,
Oh.
but
sounds like
there was a
classic George
typo.
Lucas. Sounds like classic
Yep,
George.
there was a typo that said Cypher Diaz, and they just went with it. And
That
created
sounds like a
character
lot of
for it.
naming processes, I'll be honest. The whole
Yes.
like
Yes.
real food style food.
Drew's like, oh, it sounds great. Let's just go with it. Let's just go with it.
Oh.
Just, it's fine. It sounds like
Wow, good job, Rural Farm Boy. All right,
Straight
question number
up.
2. This one's a little bit easier. I just had to put it in because we'll see. Finish the quote. Rebellions are built on. Drew,
Hope.
at a kid. I just had to put it in because I know you guys don't like that movie, but Drew does.
I love that movie. That's my favorite Star Wars movie.
I know Drew does.
No one's going to. No one's going to take that.
That was some Cad Bane quick draw raising hand there. It was Jesus.
I know. I
As soon
like
as
to
you
have
said
some easy ones in
Rebellions, I
there.
knew what it was.
Don't lose hope.
You said
I like to have some
Rebellions.
easy ones in there so you all don't get frustrated. All right, question number
Probably.
3. How many dewbacks from the original 1977 theatrical cut of the first Star Wars movie? Kyle.
0.
Nope.
What?
CJ. They
2.
did add some. Yep,
2.
there's 2. And
yeah.
the original has 2, and they added like 5 more for the special edition.
Damn.
Hell yeah.
Damn.
What was that? When they was walking through Tatooine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they wasn't on the desert. In the
No,
original,
it was through Tatooine. So you had one
was in
stormtrooper riding
Tatooine.
one across, and then in
that
the
was
background-
all put into the special episode. It wasn't in the original. Only thing you see is the 2 stormtroopers walking. That's all you see in the original.
Are you said the theatrical cut?
Yeah.
No, there is. There are. I think in the original. I think there are in the background. There's puppet version. I'm sure. Yeah, well, Garrison, welcome to my world. The minute somebody questions my quiz question, my
Yeah,
entire
seriously.
world collapses.
Oh, I mean, I double checked a lot of these, so
Yeah,
But did you triple check?
okay.
I trust you.
Okay. Question 4: which Star Wars movie was filmed entirely in studio? Charlie.
Attack of the Clones.
No. CJ. Was CJ or Drew next?
I don't know. I didn't.
Wow, Charlie. I'm sorry. Go ahead, CJ. Sorry.
Revenge of the Sith.
Damn it.
Yes. Yeah, Revenge of the Sith.
I was so close. What the heck?
So- In
Plus only
Attack of the
counts the
Clones,
horseshoes.
yeah, they actually filmed some of it in Italy.
Oh yes, of course.
The
Yes.
wedding scene. Okay. Wow, Charlie. Charlie does a good job with this. These questions
bless
were kind
you.
of hard to find. Okay. Who is the only this one actually, dude, so I found this one and I didn't know it, but then it hit me. Who is the only non-Jedi character in the original trilogy to use a lightsaber? Drew.
Han Solo.
Yeah, good job. I had totally spaced my mind.
Yeah, because he uses
Yeah.
it to cut open the
To
tauntaun.
cut open the tongue. I had
That's so
totally
good.
forgotten about that.
I thought they smelled bad.
If
On
I'd have
the
been given a
outside.
second to think about it.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking.
How many planets does Master Yoda physically set foot on in the first 6 films? And what are they? Drew.
Oh,
So there's 5, I believe.
Okay.
Coruscant,
Yep.
Naboo. Wait, so are we talking on screen?
yeah, on screen in movie.
On screen. All right. So
On
Coruscant,
on. Go ahead.
Naboo, Geonosis, Dagobah. Oh no, just are we counting the asteroid from the end of
No.
the Revenge of the Sith? Or is it just 4?
No.
Right.
Charlie.
Just 3.
No,
Nope.
no, I got it.
CJ.
Kashyyyk,
Oh,
because he went to
Yes.
Kashyyyk in the Revenge of the
Yes.
Sith. He went to Dagobah, where he exiled
Yep.
himself. He was on the
Mhm.
Battle of Geonosis. He was on Geonosis.
Yep.
Coruscant.
Yep.
The asteroid wasn't a planet or a moon, so that doesn't
Mhm.
count.
So we only physically see him in 4, but he's mentioned in one other.
And then Naboo, correct?
Nope.
I know it is.
True.
It's Camino.
Yep. Camino.
Yes,
It's
of
mentioned
course.
that he goes
Of
to Camino
course.
to check the clones. Yep.
Damn.
Hey, I did a good one finally.
But
Nice.
hey, I got Kashyyyk because everybody's forgetting about Kashyyyk.
I
He
always
jumped
forget.
on Chewie's back. You
Good
can't
relation
forget
with the
that.
Wookiees I
He
have.
flies off of there after the clones try to shoot him. He leaves
Yeah,
because
he
he
meets up on
leaves
the
in a pod.
asteroid. Yeah, he meets up on the asteroid for the twins.
Yeah, but the
If-
asteroid, we're not counting the asteroid. Too,
No,
though.
we don't count the asteroid.
Okay, here's an easy one. I just thought I'd throw this out. Where was Luke Skywalker originally headed to pick up power converters? Charlie.
Station.
Yep, good job. I had to throw some easy ones in there to make some of us feel better.
I have
Happy
one
now.
easy one. I only have one easy one in mind.
Okay. Which drop dead gorgeous actress plays Queen Amidala's handmaiden and decoy Sabe? I saw
Oh,
Charlie
that's-
flip up.
It's
so I'm
it's
gonna go
Keira
Charlie.
Knightley. Keira Knightley and Natalie
Yeah.
Portman.
Keira
And
Knightley. Oh.
It got to the point where Kira's mum couldn't tell the difference between the two of them. When they were in the same room,
Yeah.
she could not identify her own daughter out of the two of them.
That's bad.
Yeah,
That's pretty bad.
crazy.
I'm so glad. I'm
All right. This is one that Addison asked me, and I had no idea, so I had to look it up. Who was the first Jedi ever?
Oh,
Wow.
First Jedi ever?
ever?
Why is that not?
Off the
Nick,
movies
why
or
has that not been a
off
question?
It's legends. It's legends. It's books. Yeah, it's legends.
Well, then I can't answer it.
Yeah, I
the
can't
first
either.
Jedi
I don't know much
ever?
about Legends.
Shit, I don't know.
I can't think of it.
If you go to
Has this been?
don't
Yeah,
know.
Chris,
I can't.
Keira Knightley is 100% in Star Wars. If you watch back the Phantom Menace, you'll be able to see the difference between. You'll be able to see that when Natalie Portman is the Handmaiden and Keira Knightley is Queen Amidala, it just takes a bit of. Who was the first? Why do I not know who the first Jedi is?
Crazy.
Fake fan.
Yoda.
Yoda,
Oh,
yeah, straight
wow.
up Yoda.
So,
The
according
dude
to
with the proto saber, yeah.
Google, it was actually a guy named Fanius, but he also turned into a Sith.
Oh, so he's the
Named
first Jedi and Sith. How
Darth
neat.
Ruin. Yeah. So
Oh.
right there should probably tell you Jedis aren't a good thing. If the first Jedi couldn't even keep it.
Yeah, maybe not.
Cardboard cutout. Bob. His name was Bob.
Oh,
Oh,
Bob
Okay.
Proto Saber.
Well, because it's hard to really say who the actual first person was, because the Jedi were a complete. The Jedi,
yeah, they were also different.
they were all on a
so-
planet. They were a species. The Sith and the Jedi were a species. They were all. It was two that. Well, not the Sith were a species and the Jedi were a species, but they lived on the same planet. If you go back all the way in Legends, this was before the Dawn of the Jedi and all that stuff. This was before Tython and everything. They don't even know. They just know that there was Force users, and there was dark side Force users and light side Force users. It was before Dawn of the Jedi when they found the balance before the Sith came back and all. So it's like it's kind of hard to say who the very
Yeah,
first
that's
one
kind of a
was.
bad
like
question, I guess.
hey, there are
that's
no
kinda
bad
hard to say.
questions.
Chuck Norris was the first Jedi. Plain
Chuck
and
Norris
simple.
was the first.
Right. Right.
I'm sorry. I love that they edited on Google the Force, and it's just a photo of Chuck Norris in one of his movies.
Mhm.
It's like, oh, great.
All right. Fine. Here's my favorite question. What movie prop almost started a real war? Charlie.
Oh my god, I know. No, I do know this. I do know this. Crap.
And bonus points if you can tell me the countries that it almost started between.
It was a blaster.
No.
It was a gaffy stick.
No,
No.
it was a weapon of some sort. It was some type of weapon, a bomb or some.
Dylan. Dylan in the chat.
Oh, was it Russia? Did Russia
The
have a
Jawa
problem with it?
Sandcrawler. Nope.
One
Think
of the Middle Eastern-
Tatooine. It had to be
Middle Eastern-
where they found it.
Tunisia.
Yes. Tunisia and Libya. Muammar
Libya.
Gaddafi. Yeah. Saw the
Not
Sandcrawler and threatened war if they didn't move it off of, because it was near the border, and threatened war if they didn't move it. George Lucas happily obliged because
You know,
it's
fair.
probably not.
Addison, I found this question.
Addison did help me find this question.
Nice.
Awesome.
God, that is a good question.
Wow.
I know. When I
That time
found it, I
Star
was
Wars
like,
really started a
"What? No
war."
way!" So I looked on I was like, "Dude, look it up, double check it." We both double checked it, and we found other sources that said it. So I was like, "Oh my
That's
gosh, yes, best question
insane.
ever."
It's crazy that Star
Oh
Wars
my
actually
goodness.
almost started an actual war.
Yeah, crazy.
Thank you so much for your
Awesome.
questions. I feel thoroughly.
My
I
turn.
think Drew had some. Yeah,
Yeah,
Drew, go ahead.
excited.
Drew's
Alright.
been chomping at the bit this entire time. Just
All right. Here's the first one. All right. Should I do the only easy one first?
yeah.
All right.
Go on
Yeah.
then.
What is the name of the real life island used for the filming of Octo in the sequel trilogy? Charlie.
Isn't it called Skellig Point or Skellig Island?
It's Skellig Michael.
Skellig Michael. Oh, can I have
Yep.
the point anyway? Is that allowed?
Yes, you can have the point.
Yay!
All right.
Hey, I would give you that
Alright.
point. If roles were reversed, I would give that point.
Okay.
That's true.
Skellig Michael.
In Star Wars: The Clone Wars, Season 3, Episode 9, Sai Snoodles and Zero the Hutt escape the swamps of Nal Hutta on what class of speeder?
And I know that she
T-60.
kills him. Is it?
Is that T-60
No.
Skyhopper?
No.
That's the only speeder I really
Yeah, that's the
know.
only speeder.
Dude, I'll be honest with you. I skipped season 3 because I thought the first 3 seasons were boring as fuck. I started
Some
watching at
kind
season
of
4 or
land
5.
speeder. I don't know. I have no idea.
It is a Pungita class speeder.
A pungent.
Vegeta?
Wow.
Yeah.
Sounds like a sandwich.
Sounds. Yeah.
It does sound like a sandwich. It should be a sandwich. In The Mandalorian, Chapter 6, The Prisoner, Zero tells the crew that the Razor Crest hyperdrive is running at a certain efficiency. What is that efficiency?
CJ knows.
CJ.
I think I kind of know. It's at like a 60 something. Do you
so
want the
close.
exact one? I thought it was
Yes,
in
I
the
want the exact
60s.
67.
64%.
Huh?
67%.
67%.
67%. What percentage? You got one shot at this. Like what's the decimal?
67.4.
67 point. Yeah. 67.6. I don't know.
67.3.
Yeah, I was going to say 67.3.
I originally was gonna say 66.6 just because it would have made sense.
That would've been great. That would've been great.
Double.
All right. Okay. Another Clone Wars question. In the episode Voyage of Temptation, Anakin and Obi-Wan transport Duchess Satine to Coruscant aboard what starship?
I literally watched this episode like yesterday.
What the hell? What is
It's season 2, episode 13.
I'm gonna go with Chris Dodge M1500. I like that.
No.
This is a solid answer.
And everything I want to say is completely incorrect, so I'm not even going to attempt
It's
it.
the-
I don't
it's
know.
the,
It's the Mandalorian.
Boeing 747.
It's a Mando thing.
Like what's the act like the Millennium Falcon, not the YT-1300? Like what's the name of the ship? Like not the class, the name.
The name.
Skyhopper?
The Argonaut, Skyhopper.
The Memphis Belle.
The Memphis Belle.
The Memphis Belle.
All right. It's all right.
The Enola Gay.
Do you want a hint?
Yes.
Jesus.
Okay. It shares the name with the city that Han lives in Solo: A Star Wars Story. If you know the name of that city.
All I know
Black
is that
Pearl.
he's from Corellia. Like,
Okay. It's the Coronet.
Queen Anne's Revenge.
the what?
The
Coronet.
Coronet?
Coronet.
Why you naming off everything from Pirates of the Caribbean?
Really? Right.
Coronet.
Ah,
Oh, and Memphis Belle was a real plane. So was Enola Gay. So I was just going through like.
Oh,
the Coronet.
geez.
That's kind of beautiful. I like that.
All right.
Coronet.
Last one I have here.
Oh, God.
I've already mentioned Bull Gullet. What planet is Bull Gullet from?
Oh, I don't even know that. I'm just gonna mute myself and put my head down.
Yeah, I'm going to do the same.
The planet he was born on.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
It's Myres. Maires. I have no idea how to pronounce it. I saw that on Wikipedia and I said it's going in there.
That's fair. That's what I do. Oh my goodness! I got 2. I think 2.
Oh yeah,
So-
I didn't keep track. I
Top of the
forgot. Yeah, I suck.
You guys
I-
did.
We
You
could always
guys
go
did
back
really
and
good.
listen to it
because
again.
I got one.
Well,
My
good. I like it.
I
my
have
Star
3, I
Wars
think.
knowledge is terrible. What a show, guys! What a show! Nearly 2 hours. Should we keep talking? See if we can make it 2 hours just for fun.
Oh,
You know what?
Yeah,
Love,
we
we forgot
say
to pull
that,
up.
and then I go and I edit it for the podcast, and then it's like an hour and
Okay.
30 minutes. And then everybody's like,
But
what are
we
y'all
forgot
talking
to
about
pull
2
up
hours
the
for?
relationship.
As always, thank you everybody for joining us for another wonderful weekend episode of LightSaber Radio. We have some more announcements. We are hanging out with 1313 tomorrow for an episode of their Having a Chat show. Next week we've got a special guest. Kyle, remind me of the guy. I've completely forgotten.
You put me on the spot because I'm like, oh, and I'm drawing a blank. Details.
Details,
Yeah.
yeah. He's a UK musician and has done a lot of work in kind of nearly every Star Wars project that's
Oh,
existed.
he's been in
He's
a bunch
probably
of 'em.
touched it, been in it, been a part of it.
He's been in a bunch of them.
Such a pleasure to have him on the show. And then we're also doing a Book of Boba Fett recap show on Wednesday next week to go over the whole series. So make sure everybody's watched the whole thing and nice and caught up.
And if you haven't, smack yourself.
Yeah.
How dare you? How dare you?
Rethink your life because your
Star
priorities isn't as straight if it's already
Guys,
been over for a week and you
oh,
haven't watched
man.
it.
We have got
Tomorrow?
one.
tomorrow?
Yeah.
Or
Tomorrow.
is that next week?
No,
No, we've got a show tomorrow.
tomorrow's
Yes.
1313. Yeah.
Or did
Well-
you already say that? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No,
No.
already covered
Oh.
that one. Don't you worry.
I'm
Yeah, we've got
sorry.
a busy couple of weeks ahead of us. Keep an eye on the social media for what's been going on. Also, if any
Or
of
the-
you guys in the chat are fans of Reddit, we just launched a LightSaber Radio subreddit. So go and join the conversation, have a chat, put some
Yeet.
stuff in there. We love to see it. We love to see it.
And then the biggest announcement is the 26th is our
Yeah.
big cosplay show. So everybody definitely check that out. We have a bunch of cosplayers coming on to talk
Sorry,
about their
Drew.
cosplay cosplay career and how they got set up in their cosplay and stuff like that. And we're all gonna be in full cosplay for the episode, which is gonna suck because it's gonna be hot in here, and it's gonna be
This
like
is gonna
3
be
hours.
amazing.
And I'm
I'm
gonna be in this
so
hot-ass
excited
for this.
costume,
It's cold.
this
I'm gonna be
hot-ass
sweating
studio.
bullets.
I'm gonna be cold.
Same.
Go ahead, Drew. You was gonna say something?
Do you guys think we are getting a Kenobi trailer tomorrow?
Isn't it the
Ooh,
Super
for the
Bowl
Super Bowl?
tomorrow?
Yes.
Yes.
Super Bowl's
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Hands down,
Yeah,
yes.
I think so.
So-
Yeah.
I'm a
I-
big
I-
glued
Go
to the
Bengals.
TV.
Go
I think
Bengals.
it could go either way.
Go Bengals.
I think it could go either way.
Screw the
Go
Rams.
Bengals. Go
Dude,
Bengals.
and so, if you think about marketing, that is the best marketing. More people watch the Super Bowl than freaking
More
just
people
about
watch the
anything.
commercials than the actual.
You know
Yeah, I
how much
watched
the commercials
much.
cost?
But there's the but looking at how Disney Plus has released trailers for their Marvel and Star Wars shows, we still have over 3 months until the premiere.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
but they
I
did.
don't
Why
know,
would
I
you
think it's gonna
advertise it
drop
being the
on
biggest game of the
Thanksgiving.
year?
I don't think it's going to be like a full out trailer, but I do think they might drop because it's like $7 million a half a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So $14 million for a trailer to do a whole minute trailer. I think it's going to be just a quick Kenobi's coming out May 25th type, real quick
It'll
trailer.
be like one scene, like 1-2 second
be like
clip, and that'll be it.
I don't think it's going to be like a full drawn out trailer,
Yeah.
but I do think it's going to be a trailer tomorrow at some point. They're gonna drop. It makes sense as in marketing. It just makes a lot of sense.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us for this episode. Who joined us in the chat, who's going to be listening later on. It means the absolute galaxy to have you here with us. As always, from everyone here at LightSaber Radio, from Charlie, Garrison, CJ, Carl, and Drew. Have a wonderful rest of your week. Enjoy yourselves. Be kind. Be safe. And as always, forever and ever, may the force be with every single one of you.
Thank you for tuning into LSR. If you enjoyed the show, consider subscribing so you can be notified when new episodes are released. If you would like to be a guest on the show or just want to give us some feedback, feel free to email us. You can also reach out to us on all major social media platforms. They're linked in the show notes below. LightSaber Radio is produced by Pick Film Media and is a Swaycast original, starring Charlie Harwood, Garrison Turcott, CJ Elliott, and Carl McDaniel. And don't forget to join us next time for more adventures in a galaxy far, far away.